Hello, internet friends. Welcome to Quests in Cthulhu. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us. We really appreciate it. I want to start very quickly by just saying, everybody, look at Amy. That is a sneak preview of the new Quests in Chaos. Thomas and Amy have been doing a ton of work in that space. It's going to be super cool. I'm very excited to be back in there. Whenever that will happen. But props to Thomas and Amy for all of the work that they have been doing in there. It looks from here in the tiny little box that I see you in, it looks amazing. I'm sure that behind the camera there's mess everywhere, but
it is. As far as the eye can see.
We really appreciate you joining us. Happy Saturday. I hope that you are all staying safe and staying home. It's going to take me 30 minutes to get through all of the giveaways that we have today. It never rains, but it pours. I want to start, of course, by thanking our lovely sponsor, Gordon Biersch, who I'm told make beer.
Yeah, they do.
There we are. Everyone's enjoying a lovely beverage. We couldn't do this without them because most of us are sad alcoholics.
Wait, I'm a happy drunk.
I was gonna say I'm a cheerful alcoholic. I don't know what you're on about.
I'm a functioning alcoholic.
High functioning, yeah, high functioning. That's right. Yeah, it's like my mom who swore she drove better after a glass of wine.
Oh Lord!
We cover the full spectrum of alcohol.
The 70s, people. The 70s were exciting.
QNC, we've got an alcoholic for you.
Run down all of the emotions of Inside Out.
That's right. There you go. We have all sorts of craziness going on this week. We've got Monday, Carbon 2185, and this time the movie is The Raid, which is not an 80s movie, and thus I cry foul.
I wanted it to be Magnum PI.
Magnum PI. I mean, I would be like, Fort Apache, the Bronx or something, if you want to go with like a raid feel for the 80s, or Escape from New York.
I mean, but Warren was going for like the on the nose name, so we are doing a raid.
I hold to the verisimilitude of 80. If you're gonna go with 80s cinema, you gotta stick with 80s cinema. We have Tuesday. The Chaos Agents are back, and I think they're done shopping at this point. And then we're back here on Saturday. And there are 2 more episodes of Carbon left in the run, and then after that we're back to the Mitten, and James is going to be back sitting in, well, not my seat, but in the DM. James will be back in the GM chair for the Return to the Castle of Doom, and we can't have a 1-part Mitten at Quests and Chaos. It is non-canonical. It just doesn't work. So that is coming up. And then I heard tell this is a deep preview, but there is also terrifying talk of a Rick and Morty RPG happening at some point. And given that Aaron's involved, it will only be unfortunate. I can imagine. So we so appreciate our community. And I personally really appreciate one particular member of our community, my favorite Twitch user, the Baroness, who apparently found a laser cutter somewhere and made all of us. She sent every single member of the Great Dane Society coasters with our symbol on them, which I can add to the lovely cross stitch that Rachel made. So, Baroness, thank you so much. That was amazing. However, in a Great Dane Society-like mistake, we now all have your address. So look for those pizzas to be arriving soon.
Oh, also, too, I have your scarf. I may or may not give it back. I don't know. We'll see.
Probably not talking to me.
No, that's how the Baroness did. Did everybody else get it wrapped in something? I got it wrapped in a scarf. I don't know. Am I the only fancy one?
Oh, yeah.
No,
I mean,
I'm sorry, was that a secret?
I don't know what that was about. But
for whatever it's worth, I know that she just moved. So you may have gotten stuff from the old address, and she might have been like, "Ooh, Amy would like this scarf."
Okay.
There you go. I like it. they're amazing. And we're going to be giving away, let's stick into,
Yes.
I had to write down a list because there are so many freaking giveaways tonight. And not all of them from us, as you'll see. So the Baroness gave us extra sets. So we're going to be giving away 4, count them, 4 Great Dane Society coasters.
Here. Hold on. Let me move my beer.
Amy will be we chose Amy because she has the best camera. If I were to do it, they'd like be in and out of focus and wouldn't be good. So Baroness, amazing. Thank you so much. These are my new totem. It's incredible. So we're going to give away 1 set of 4 coasters today. And then we're going to do a second giveaway for YouTube. Also, YouTube, we're going to give away 4 sets of coasters. And now, YouTube, you know I love you. We have long talks together, and I really appreciate it. But last week, we gave you a contest, and only 1 person entered.
2 now. 42 also entered. So we have a second entrant.
2 people have entered on YouTube. So we're going to carry it over for another week. The 2 people who entered, you guys are in. Your guesses have been locked. You have 1 more week to guess who is the leader of Amy's, not Emma's, but Amy's on the leaderboard. Tom.
Nobody knows. You're literally on the screen. You're pointing to like the interface. You're pointing to like chat is what you're doing.
Who's pointing at
Chat has the most Amy's.
Yeah. I will. Yeah. I'm not gonna say so. 1 more week, YouTube, you've got for that, and then for the coasters, we're just gonna take. Is there a way we can see everyone that's subscribed to the playlist? Maybe we just take everybody who's subscribed to the playlist and we randomize it.
Thomas is giving me the I don't know.
Yeah. We're gonna figure out a way.
Order.
Everyone who comments on this episode in some way will randomize, and you will be entered to win 4 of those Great Dane Society coasters. Chat. Let's see. So I guess we're gonna do 1 giveaway soon, then 1 at the break, and then 1 towards the end, I guess.
Sure.
All right. We got giveaways for days here, people. It's crazy. So we are gonna do it's gonna be #chaos in the chat for 4 of those coasters. We'll do the drawing at some point before the break. Thomas has his finger on the pulse of the chat and knows exactly when. And then we have another giveaway from our community. My second favorite Twitch user, J Matthews 85. I love his band. His heart runs cold. His angel is a centerfold. He that's Jay Giles. Whoops, that didn't even work. He has offered to the community 1 copy, and it's funny because before we came on chat here, I was talking with Thomas and Amy, and I was going to give away a copy of this book, so we'll do that next week. We have 1 copy of an incredible Call of Cthulhu supplement, Harlem Unbound. Harlem Unbound is a book, but also a PDF all about running Cthulhu scenarios in 1920s Harlem. It has the thing about it that to me is revelatory is that it's just super well researched. So the historical side of it, of talking about historical locations in Harlem, people in Harlem, that sort of thing is rock solid. But the most impressive part is that there's an entire chapter that talks about using race and using civil rights issues in your game and ways to do it, as it says, ways to not engage in blackface, which I think is super important. If you're going to, if your table is comfortable addressing these issues, you need to do it in a responsible way. You need to do it in a way that gives them the importance and the gravitas they deserve. And Harlem Unbound walks you through a lot of those issues and how to deal with them. That chapter in particular to me is revelatory. I really can't say enough good things about that chapter. So Jay Matthews, thank you so much for giving that to a member of the community. That will be our second half giveaway. We'll do that one in the second half. So the coasters, then next week we'll give away another copy of Harlem Unbound, since I have a copy that I want to give out to you guys as well. He had to steal my thunder. It's like, it's not enough that, oh man, maybe he's my third favorite Twitch user now. I don't know.
I don't know. Where's the half?
Really, that's right. Last thing, again, the official dice of my killing players, Birds of Paradise. They have been on such a roll. These beautiful Arizona dice right here have been on such a roll, doing wonderful things for me. And I can't thank Andrea and Birds of Paradise enough.
Show me one dead player. Show me one. Shouldn't have said that.
I did a TPK. I killed an entire world. Well, actually, Amy.
Don't take
I
credit.
think that Amy killed the world with an amazing fumble.
It's true.
Yeah, and I don't remember what dice I was using. I may have given them away. No,
I think we did give those away.
You probably did, because I think those were Libris Arcana dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Sorry, winner.
that was the Emma-est Emma to ever Emma.
That should be what we write on everything of Libris Arcana we send out. Is just sorry, winner. Amy touched these.
Sorry.
Not the last set, from what I heard. It was still in the package.
Well, that's the only way to be safe, I think.
It might actually still be at our house. I don't know if Thomas has even sent those out yet. So let's
It's
adulterate them quick, Amy.
Going to the post office right now is not my favorite
dangerous.
thing. I want to, in the chat, the Baroness let us know those coasters were created by someone named Cora of Sticky Devil, who, and this is a quote, is an incredible fabricator.
Mm-hmm.
Never lied to me, so I can't vouch for that. But so Cora and evil Sticky Devil, thank you so much for that. And Baroness, thank you for making that happen. Those are incredible.
Yeah. Cora's a friend of mine and Julie's, and I've been watching her stuff, and she makes some incredible things. So if y'all are looking for like wall decals and whatever, check her out. She's pretty amazing.
Sticky Devil.
Where do we find her?
Sticky Devil.
She's on Facebook and Etsy, I believe.
Yes.
Do not Google stickydevil.com. I beg you.
Please do. I want to know what you come up with.
Sticky as in stick. Yeah.
Got it. As not stink.
No, not Stinky Devil.
Sticky Devil.
Wrong site.
I mean, I suspect if I had children, that's what they would be, but whatever.
I'd love to be in the marketing meeting where they're like, do we go with Sticky Devil or Stinky Devil? I can't.
So many pros and cons. It's hard.
Yeah. That Gantt chart is.
Yeah.
So last session, things went a little awry, and before we start, do you have some bits to do here, Amy?
Yes, I do. That's what I was like, should I save the bits? Because I get upset if you don't let me get to bits when you don't have them. Then when I see them start coming in for you, I was like, that's okay.
I see.
It's fine.
You just reminded me that we have one more announcement. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. tomorrow, Quests and Chaos is going to be hosting. Come chat with us. I'm going to be there, probably. Rivals of Waterdeep, a D&D podcast featuring an all Black and person of color cast and GM are doing a musical episode. It's a fundraiser for several good charities, and it is going to be probably insane. I'm trying to imagine what would go into a musical D&D episode, largely because I've heard Nick sing, but I'm just gonna let that one sit there. But I can't imagine. I'm blown away, and I want to see how they do it.
Me too. And it's supposed to be a musical of Undermountain.
Yeah. So a musical that never ends.
Yeah, I can only hope they're dwarves. They're just scheme dwarves. Oh no, wait.
So bits, sorry.
Yep, okay. And before we get to that, we decided that we were not going to necessarily do a fundraiser tonight. But if I'm going to do #donate, there are a couple. Did that even work?
Hashtag or exclamation point.
I'm sorry, exclamation point donate. There we go. So I did exclamation donate just in case. I know there's a lot of like fundraiser and things happening, but here are a couple organizations that Thomas and I have given to in this last week. So if people are interested, just some links where you can actually go and give directly to those individuals on a monthly basis if you choose to do so. So there's that. But let's get to some bits because we have more bits than Ezra has bits.
Hooray!
The sad part for you is that you ended last session down.
We had 3.
Yeah, that's
So
the random, the normal one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So at the top of the lineup, I'm just going to do it via Tamagatora, 500 to the players for Emma, who does what Emma does. So I suspect there's going to be explosives and fire.
Again?
Yeah. Are you kidding? As soon as Tamagatora says for Emma, I was like, you got it. I got you.
I mean, she is cuddling the satchel of grenades.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just keep seeing Ezra's name pop up next to the bits. And really?
Folks,
Okay.
we need them. We lost Donal.
I know. Tamagatora also gave 500 to Ezra. So Ezra does get 500 from Tamagatora.
Wow, he's playing both sides here.
Yeah, he does. He does.
That's like betting on what's the bet in craps when you just expect everyone's going to fail?
Is it I don't remember.
Don't
I thought
pass.
What's it called?
Don't pass.
Don't pass. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I just remember I did that and somebody glared at me the whole time.
Mission.
You look at them and be like, you're a failure. Even your mom said so.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. Our favorite Twitch user, Squirrel on the Run, gave the players 500 bits.
Woman!
Did you not make banana chocolate nut bread or whatever?
No, I made oatmeal chocolate chip cookies and they're for me.
Uh-oh. Okay. So Lonely Yeti, thank you very much, Lonely Yeti. Another 1,000 for the players.
Thank you.
So our stack is getting larger. And then Slithy Toff, I think somebody else in this 6-up situation here needs to do some yelling because Slithy Toff gave 500 to Ezra as well. Just gonna say.
What?
She turns and glares.
Exactly. I was like, thank God Thomas doesn't give bits to us. And then the Apollyon. Good to see you back, Apollyon. 500 for Emma because why not? And really, that's pretty much Emma's motif in life is why not? I've got grenades. Why not?
The funny part is he could also have just said 500 to Emma because why?
That too.
Works equally well.
All right, so that, hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the players and 2 to Ezra.
You know what? I've used in the last 2 sessions, I've used more GM inspiration than I think I've used like the whole rest of the run.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we appreciate it. It's great.
Yeah, we can't find 2 of our players currently, so there's that. Feel good about yourself.
Last episode, you know, some things were said, some things were done. We might all have regrets.
Not.
I don't feel like you have any.
I know you don't.
I have no regrets. No.
Wait a minute. Frodo also gave Ezra 500 more. Stop.
Please.
You're just encouraging him.
You know.
Yeah.
That's how he stays Frodo the 4th and doesn't go to the 5th already. For playing Paranoia, he's only got 6 clones. That's the. So yeah, last episode you went back and you tried to build a case with Brady to go after Ho Fang, and several of you spent a long time with Madame Lin trying to get her to go after Ho Fang, long enough that Joan and Emma decided their buddy cop comedy needed to get going and got a little drunk and headed off to get some explosives and transportation from the Japanese.
Yeah.
And then got a lot drunk and then brought those back to the hotel and
You left out the drunken sword fighting before they decided to do that.
That's
right. There was
why they were so
drunken
drunk.
sword fighting practice. That's right. And you had set it up so that you were going to attack Ho Fang the next day. Emma and Joan apparently were going to attack him today. But that plan got beaten up by mostly by people passing out. Is I think what really saved that plan.
Just like gently keeping them talking until they pass out and then just keep them in their rooms.
But we had the entrance of a classic Call of Cthulhu villain, our buddy Carl Stanford, who showed up and left a present for both Joan and for Emma in their room. And as they slept, these presents turned into some form of weird paper tentacle monster that really caused all sorts of problems, including blowing up a floor of the hotel and starting a large fire. And we ended with a great cinematic of Donal came back to help Alexandra, and they were trying to fight off this last whatever it is, this last paper beast. And Donal didn't roll so well, and I rolled pretty well, and he got sucked up into whatever this piece of paper was, and it momentarily distended so that his whole body would fit through, and then it just disappeared, and the piece of paper fluttered to the ground right as Alexandra leapt at it and grabbed it. And so, Alexandra, in your hand, you have that piece of paper grappled, but you don't have Donal. Ooh, that was method acting.
I have bits of random paper sitting next to me pretty much all the time.
Bits of random paper is like my desk. That's my... So right now, Donal is in parts unknown. Flint is at Madame Lynn's enjoying a hot bath. Emma and Joan are downstairs with the hotel detective.
And explosives.
And a satchel of explosives.
Yeah.
And Alexandra, you are on the second floor of the hotel with just this piece of paper. Coming down from the fourth floor where you were staying, there's smoke kind of floating down through the stairway. And that's where we'll pick it up.
I'm gonna look at the paper in my hand, like flip it back and forth really fast, looking at it. I remember there was an address on it before and like symbols.
Yeah.
Are those still there?
There is an address. The symbols, however, are gone.
Okay. Just like sit down really hard on the stairs for a moment, just staring at this piece of paper, just like, God damn it all. And, look up at the smoke and then back down the stairs and go, we've got to have a conversation about explosives.
It's an early leader.
And come down the stairs holding the piece of paper, just like piece of paper in one hand, dagger in the other, just shoulders sagging in exhaustion and defeat, just like son of a simp. And come out to try and find the others.
Yeah, so you come down and you see the hotel detective is about to head upstairs to figure out where this smoke is coming from.
So he went up with us last time because the reason that we came back was to save him.
That's right, and he ran when he saw the monster.
He saw the thing.
He ran. So yeah, he ran back down once he saw the monster. That's right. So he is now at
we
the.
Wouldn't have gone back otherwise. I had to decide whether I was going back to save the innocent guy or leave him to his fate.
Yeah, that's right. So he's at the front desk yelling to call the police. Somebody help! He's freaking out at the desk.
Can't say as I blame him. I'm gonna come and just like sit on one of the sofas down in the lobby and just like my hands hanging between my knees, just staring at the floor.
Yeah. So Emma and Joan, you see Alexandra almost robotically walk kind of ploddingly down the stairs and just go right to one of those weird round sofas that is in the middle of every like fancy old hotel. And she just sits down and she's just staring at her hands with a piece of paper in it. Yeah. Donal is nowhere to be seen.
Okay, I'm going to go over and ask where's Donal? Is he up there fighting the fire?
No. And I don't even look up. I just like hold the paper between thumb and forefinger, and it grabbed him.
The piece of paper grabbed him?
Saw the tentacle.
Yeah, no, I saw the yeah, well, that's how I got outside. It dropped me onto the I'm sitting here in this
Joan is
gown, my gown that's ripped off on the bottom because I had to tie up the spider thing.
Yeah, I'm so like my top half is a nightgown. The bottom half is like trousers that the nightgown's been stuffed into because I got woken up by Emma.
Yeah, I didn't have any time to grab anything else. They dropped me outside. Basically, I had to get rid of them. But you'd say they took Donal?
Mm-hmm. It turned into a door of some variety, of a hole. I don't know.
Like one of those that goes to another realm kind of thing.
Maybe, but it took him, and then I hold up the paper, turned back into this.
Does it still have those signs on it?
No, I think it used up whatever it was that was there to be used. I think its point was to grab one of us or more of us. I'm surprised it didn't pull you through. Glad, but surprised.
Yeah, well, we had a tussle.
I'm glad you won that one because.
Yeah. Wow. All right. So we're gonna have to try to find him too now.
I mean, he's probably at the compound. That's my guess anyway, because you said that these papers came from Stanford. Stanford works for Ho Fang.
Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Yeah, I
know. Do the three of you who are in the hotel lobby, none of you know where Flint is?
I think I do.
Alexandra does.
I know.
I think Alexandra does, yeah.
Oh, that's right. The other two didn't hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wrote down, Emma doesn't know, about Ho Fang in the book.
Emma doesn't know.
Yeah, I write down all the things Emma doesn't know just to make sure. Speaking of things that Emma does know is that LD Brat, 500 to the players because everyone else is giving to Emma, why not? And then Chlorel, if I'm saying this right, is 1,000 to the players. So we get 3 more.
Ooh,
on our quest to save Donal.
So we're up to 11. Thank you, guys.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Chlorel sounds like a new name. So I don't recognize that name is now
that's also me bleeding
not encyclopedic, but thank you so much. And if you're new, welcome.
And if you're not, still welcome.
Yeah. That's right. So yeah, at this point, if you haven't noticed, you will notice that Emma is cradling that backpack full of 5 grenades.
And also, I look in it. Does it also have the papers?
Yes,
Silvano's
paperwork. That satchel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Silvano's old satchel.
Okay, so I roll up to Alexandria, and I'm just like, I might need some pants.
Is there any way we can get the stuff from our rooms? Do you think we can get anything out?
Well, mine exploded both ways. I need shoes too, by the way.
Exploded both ways?
Well,
I'm not going to make the reference to what that is, but it exploded both in and out.
Fair enough. We're a similar size. If any of my things have survived, you can borrow them.
Thank you. I'm going upstairs. I don't care. I need to put some shoes on. I can't go get Silvano and Donal without shoes.
I'm going to fold up the paper very carefully and slip it into my pocket and be like, yeah, let's.
Where's Flint now?
Oh, Flint's at Madame Lynn's.
Oh, he's not in his room? I was pounding on his door to yell to get him out.
Yeah.
No, Madame Lynn offered us accommodations if we wanted them, but I figured Emma would want literally anything else, so I didn't bring it up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You're heading up to the 4th floor.
Yeah, and moving at speed to try and get stuff out of there.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll get up there before anyone else because the hotel detective wants no part of going up those stairs.
Can't say that.
The 4th floor is a mess. There is smoke pouring out of Emma's room, which may or may not be on fire at this point. There is doors torn open. Joan's door has been ripped open. And there is, it's the people who, the other people who were staying on the 4th floor have all gone. This floor seems totally empty.
All right. Well, I'm going to go in and grab what we can and Donal's stuff too.
Yeah, Donal's duffel bag at the very least, because that should have been on the stairs or somewhere nearby, because he went back and got that. That's part of why we were still up there, was
Right.
he went back to get the duffel bag. Alexandra went back to help him. We met the hotel detective. He got nabbed. Alexandra went back to help him. Donal came back to help her. It was
It's a whole thing.
it was a thing.
Meanwhile, I'm just trying to put pants on.
Fair enough. So what is the
All
fire?
the quotes are about explosives or pants right now.
That's what I'm saying.
What is the fire situation in our various rooms? Like, does Emma still have a room?
Not really.
Yeah. I'm not
A
even.
grenade exploded in there. Most of the furniture has been splintered. There is very little salvageable in there. If it's not burning, the smoke is bad. There is a fire in that room. Not a fire that concerns any of you. You're old hat at this sort of thing, but it's the sort of fire that hotels frown upon.
Yeah.
But the other rooms, Joan's room has been torn up just because of the fight that went on there and that sort of thing. But the other rooms are in reasonably good shape.
I need to get my sword out of Joan's room as well after I get my pants on and my shoes.
Well, my pants and my
Yeah,
shoes, but yes.
We have a couple swords we need to get out. Yeah, so
I'll grab everything that's in my room. I can fit it all into a duffel, throw my duffel over one shoulder and Donal's over the other.
Sure.
Do we have a recommendation for a new hotel?
Literally anywhere but here.
I mean, you never know. This could be the first time in history that the second hotel is also the third hotel. I mean, they might let us stay.
Well, we're currently at where? The Grosvenor?
Yes, you're at the Grosvenor right now.
So maybe we go back to the Pearl. I don't think we've done anything heinous there yet.
It's really nice at Madame Lynn's.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't mind.
Flint is in like a hot stone bath right now,
Which is great, except for that gorilla that's staring at me.
You got a new friend.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing that we found out last time, is that the gorillas are people.
That's right, yes. John Corbett and somebody, oh God, what was the Portuguese guy's name?
Alexandra, do you literally say the gorillas are people? I was like, I know we all like animals, but...
No, I mean literally people that have been transformed by a curse or some shit.
Javier, I think.
Javier Salazar, I think it was.
And one of them was a Portuguese fellow who apparently has gone insane in the time that he's been a gorilla, and the other one is an Englishman who's done his best to keep the stiff upper lip. I think he's gone insane, but
I knew Madame Lynn knows more than she was allowing on.
Alluding to, yes.
Yes, alluding to. Yeah, I mean, how would she have human gorillas? And again, I don't even ask me how that works. Just hanging about without being into some sort of witchcraft.
The English fellow was insinuating that she doesn't know, that he and his companion worked very hard to not give it away. He can speak, but he only spoke to us and was very careful to clam up as soon as Madame Lynn or anyone else of her people came into the room.
Boy, this is the worst hangover I've had in a long time. I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I have only marginal sympathy.
I mean, it is Monday.
Is it really Monday?
But seriously, you're saying that the gorillas, do they have spirits of people inside of them? Is that what we're saying?
They found an ancient temple that was dedicated to some gorilla god, and they killed an ancient gorilla there, and they were turned into it as a curse, retribution, whatever. Okay. And they're effectively immortal. And
because they are the god, sort of.
And they begged us to kill them. I declined on the basis of what if then I turn into a gorilla? No, thank you.
Yeah, no, there's been some kind of rumors about those kind of gods, but I don't have anything specific about that. Something we should find out as well.
I'd be interested to see what you can turn up. But he's willing. He and his friend are willing to help us storm Ho Fang's, which I'm suddenly far more interested in.
That, yes. Agreed. So should we go out there? Go ahead.
I'm just curious, how did she get the gorillas?
That's an excellent question.
I need to find out.
I mean, I don't entirely want to know, but I want to know.
Well, I will say it's pretty late at night, and that would be a safe place to stay.
I think we should
I think
go.
it's a safer bet to burn Ho Fang's place down, get Donal back, march straight, call the troops, march straight to Silvano. We are wasting too much time and our compatriots are in precarious positions. Let's go. As I pull my sword out of my pajamas.
I'm going to reach over and put a hand on her wrist and say, believe me, the last thing that I want to do is hang around and wait. The first thing that I want to do is go and climb Ho Fang's compound wall and go deal with this myself. But that is suicide.
I pull a grenade out and put one in your hand.
Nope. I handle it very gently and hand it back and say,
you're going to need this.
I don't like explosives.
Guys, we can't be just doing this here. People might come up. Let's go.
Nobody's coming up here. The hotel is on fire.
Right. So we might get firemen. We might get somebody up here.
We should go downstairs. We should get out of here.
Yes.
I'm gonna gingerly handle the grenade and then very carefully put it into my bag, wrapped in clothes. So yes, I have a grenade now. Great. That's not something that'll come back and bite me in the ass.
All right.
Oh, can I get one of Donald's guns? I seem to have misplaced mine in my room.
There's a bag full of guns from Donald.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I totally get changed because I'm not
In the
going to
hallway.
wander around, and I'm not wandering around in the nightgown anymore because I've already gotten accosted a few times. So
Yeah, and I've completely changed and all that stuff. Which
I think we
one?
should just
go.
grab our stuff too. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
you guys
that's what we
should
did.
grab-
Oh yeah,
you
no,
should
we've
grab your
grabbed,
things.
we've grabbed things. Do we want to
yeah.
do we want to redistribute guns now or wait till we get to a safer
Wait
place?
till we get to a safe place. Let's go.
So
What's safer than a hotel on fire?
What?
That's Emma's natural habitat.
It is. This is the second hotel that we have set on fire. So
I'm just saying, who's here besides us right now? This is absolutely safe.
and I'm sure I hear timbers crumbling somewhere.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Crackle of
So,
fire. Yeah.
Do we go to the Pearl or do we go to Madame Lynn's?
I vote for Land and Lands. Let's go.
Ho Fangs.
Not tonight. We need the backup. Madame Lynn is going to send 20 people with us and the gorillas to help us get through. And that will be a better bet. The wall is 8 feet tall by itself. I'm a pretty good
That's
climber.
what I got the bicycle for, is you stand on the seat to get over the. Okay, never mind.
How good is your balance? Because I would have difficulty with that.
Have you seen me drunk sword fight?
Yes, it's terrifying and kind of awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm this close to asking for more more instruction, but no, we've got to go to Madame Lynn's. We've got to get Flint. We've got to get her. We've got to get everything, and be as strong as we can to kick those bastards on.
I mean, if we want to try and go at it tonight, after gathering what we can and who we can, sure. But we need to have more than just the four of us, because no offense, you two aren't combatants. You'll be real good. You'll be real good at hucking grenades, but when it gets down to the shit.
Sword.
As I adjust the bag of grenades, put the sword back in its sheath, and load the gun and try and figure out where to put it in the pants.
In the lobby of the hotel.
You are actually more terrifying than I am, and I'm trained at this. That might be a problem.
I should start smoking a cigar.
All right, all three of you make me luck rolls. Let's see if we get down to the lobby before the police arrive.
What's the hotel police officer's name again?
Oh shoot.
That's
Call him Mr. Dong.
Mr. What?
Philip Dong.
Okay.
My best friend in
yes.
4th grade.
Cool.
I got a hard.
27 out of 47. I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't
so
think
you guys easily leave before you're down in the lobby before the cops arrive. You can leave and head to the Pearl or wherever you want to head.
So on my way out, I'm just like, hey, Mr. Dong. I just pat him on the back. I'd be like, you got this. See you later.
He's like, he's afraid he's going to get fired. But he doesn't, he's like, thank you. He doesn't really even look up.
Yeah, I'm going to like pat him on the shoulder as well as I pass by and just be like, I'm so sorry.
Who's going to pay for all this?
Silvano will figure it out if we can get him back.
Well, I mean, hopefully the hotel is insured.
Yeah. Was this a terrorist attack?
Yes.
A good guess.
Yes.
Oh, this is terrible. Well,
It might be connected to something with Ho Fang. That's a name that I've heard kicking around a lot lately.
we pay him not to do this sort of thing.
Maybe not enough.
You can't even trust a criminal these days.
I wish we could use your phrases for
That would be
titles.
awesome.
Perfect.
So yeah, you guys head out, and where are you headed to?
I'm strongly voting for Madam Lynn's because
Yes.
we need to collect Flint, and if we can get people up and mobilized tonight, strike while the iron's hot, so to speak.
Before we go, we do have some things that are still in the safe here.
Oh, that's right. That
True, yeah.
tapestry and
Yes, we need to get that. There's a box.
And I think the other half of the Eye of Light. And
yes. Oh God.
Yes, and my I keep calling it the crab sword. the
Oh.
staff.
Right.
Yeah. Those are all in a case here. We should take that with us.
I agree. We don't come back here.
All right. So yeah, you go to register. The registration desk will take that all out for you. And
Perfect.
they ask if you're checking out.
No.
Yeah, I am. I mean,
I'm gonna like grab Emma by the shoulder and say, if they think we're still here, they might not look any further.
I'm getting confused by the word they.
So no, this is the we just have some things to do, and we'll see you later.
I literally now have a sword, a bag of grenades, a gun, and a carpet. That's what I feel like I'm carrying, like just a tapestry over my shoulder.
I'm gonna start playing with
grenades,
encumbrance.
a sword.
Don't start now.
No, we've got that nice box that has the stuff in it, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you
Crate.
you make it out before this. You grab a cab. Where is the cab headed?
Madam Lynn's.
Madam Lynn's.
Okay.
Sorry,
So
Emma.
you pull up at Madam Lynn's. It's now about 11:30 on the night of the 27th.
Not as late as I thought it was. I'm
No.
gonna. Is there someone at the gate, or do we start like?
Yeah, there's someone at the gate, and they all know Emma. So
Like, here you are.
Yes, we point.
uh,
Put Emma front and center.
and the guy will go like, "Oh, yes, of course. Your rooms are waiting." And
Okay.
I'll take you to a very nice suite. You come into a room, and like Flint is like laying on a couch with his legs up, just like idly flipping through a book in Chinese that there's no way he can read.
You look comfortable.
I am comfortable.
They stink of like smoke, and not like cigarette smoke. They stink of like there was a fire way too close to them. And as you walk in, you can see that like Joan is Joan's got scratches on her and things like that. As does Alexandra. Emma has
that way.
Emma has a backpack that is clearly full of grenades.
Yep. I'm also not wearing socks with these shoes, so that might also.
But the real question that I have is, does she look sober this time?
No.
Is Emma ever really sober? She's as sober as you've ever seen her.
Yeah.
And Donal is nowhere to be seen.
You should put those grenades somewhere safe. You shouldn't sleep with them. Never sleep with your explosives.
The only way that you're going to stay safe.
That's a lesson.
Oh,
that came too late.
safes. You could put them in safes. They would be safe. Mm-hmm.
Part of the hotel blew up. Donald's gone.
This is my shocked face.
because it was
This is my shocked face.
I wonder why I brought up not sleeping with explosives. That was just.
Well, it wasn't just the
That was just small
explosives.
talk.
It wasn't just the explosives. We did get contacted by somebody who knew a little bit more about making I don't know runes than we do, and we were attacked by spider things, and those are the things that took Donal away. They like opened a portal and sucked him in. So we've got to figure out how to get him back.
Wait, that was all very disjoint. Wait, who?
Right. So someone named Stanford is connected to Ho Fang. He is apparently the person who knows more
Ho
about
Fang.
the stuff than Ho Fang does. He left a couple pieces
He's
of
the
paper.
one that we saw on Lookout. Are you talking about him?
Yes, the Caucasian fellow. And I'm going to pull out the piece of paper and hold it out and say, he left 2 pieces of paper with an
Did
address.
You burn those? Do you want to burn them? Burn them?
Well, I wish we had done that beforehand. I really did.
There's always now.
Well, they don't have the symbols on them anymore that they used to.
Let's just
let's
let down our guard then.
Here's the problem. I don't know anything about these things, and I don't know if stabbing it or burning it would make it so that we can't get Donal back through it.
So that's why we're kicking it. Yeah.
There were blue or purplish blue tentacle things that came out of this and
Spider
dragged into
legs.
it.
Yeah.
Which sounds utterly insane, but you've seen strange things, so whatever.
No headless pilot.
Still, all the same, if the markings are gone from them, just burn them.
Well, we don't know if the portal is still could be activated from this, and it could be
it's the portal,
sympathetic still.
Then we don't want it activated from that, and we want to go find him at Ho Fang's.
And that's probably where he is at the compound.
So let's burn those papers to be safe.
Can I pull? I'm going to pull out the picture of Ho Fang or whatever.
You reach into the bag. Everyone goes, no!
And I pull out the picture of Ho Fang where the concierge wrote his address on the back of it for me. And I take it over to Alexandra and find out, are these the same address? Or are these the same numbers?
Good call. Are the same address.
I don't even have to look. I've been to that address. So yeah, same one.
Okay. So legitimately we could burn this and I still know I still have directions.
Yes.
Yeah,
and Flint and I have been there.
Okay.
So, but are we sure he's there and not in some other portal realm?
If he's not there, then someone there will know where he is. And we find them and we deal with them until they tell us where he is.
Sounds like a plan. Now let's burn those papers.
I agree.
Not sleep with grenades.
Is there an open flame anywhere in the immediate area?
Sure, yeah, there's a fireplace.
Cool. I'll walk over and toss the paper into it after looking at it for a moment, just good idea. Don't know. Toss it.
I brace for the paper screaming, and do they scream?
No, but is it your imagination, or is there a flare of purple in the flame that comes up when those things hit the fireplace?
Tom's making a lot of faces, so I feel like I made the wrong choice there.
I thought there was some sympathetic magic there, but
at that point, Madam Lynn comes in.
Our esteemed hostess.
I take it you are all going to take advantage of my hospitality then.
If we could, that would be very nice.
Of course.
Wait a minute. I thought we were going to get Ho Fang tonight.
I'm sorry.
We were attacked in the hotel. We and I pull my clothes away a little bit.
Yeah.
There was
I'm scratched.
Explosives and a fire and very weird things that happened.
And they took Donal.
I don't know who that is.
A friend of ours. He was the other man who was here with me earlier today.
I find men so uninteresting.
Fair enough.
Well, whatever help I can offer you is yours. I personally think that doing something during the day is actually safer. Most of Ho Fang's activity is at night. But, of course, I'm not the one that goes around blowing up hotels, so why don't you tell me how you wish to proceed, and I'll do whatever I can to help you.
My concern is that he is in Ho Fang's hands and Stanford's hands, and I don't know what they intend to do with him, or if any of us that they would have caught.
I'll go get dressed.
I would prefer to move as quickly as possible, however.
So tired.
If he's in Stanford's hands, he might be at that warehouse that I sent you to.
He might be in that casket thing.
We'll be back in 5 minutes with clothes on.
Yeah, right now Donald's wearing like this like dragon robe, this like red dragon.
No,
Donal.
I'm sorry,
Flint.
Donal's in a world of hurt, not comfortable wherever he is. He might be. That's worth checking.
It's going to take me some time to get the resources together.
You got the gorillas right now, don't you?
Yes, Tuntun and Ping are. I can certainly bring them, but I'm concerned that the four of you and Tuntun and Ping will not. It won't go well, and the only way this works is if you win. If you lose, I'm dead.
So, do we go to the other warehouse tonight and see if we can find Donal, and then do Ho Fang's tomorrow?
Well, the concern with going to the warehouse is if Donal is there, it was less than an hour ago. Stanford is there doing things. If Donal is there, and he may be backed up by. There were a lot of people in and out of that compound.
Shoot.
So either way, it's going to be an attack. And there were not many ways into and out of that warehouse. One, in fact, if I remember correctly, and the skylight, I think.
Yeah, there's a map in that Google Doc that I'm sure
of the warehouse.
Oh, not of the warehouse. Sorry, no.
The area.
Oh, maybe I have a map of the warehouse. I don't know.
So it's pretty simple in its description, though. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean,
so what are our options? Our options are to go a full frontal attack with the four of us, maybe six of us, if we can get the gorillas to help.
I glance over at the window. A full frontal attack, even with two effectively immortal gorillas, is suicide.
Yeah.
And that won't do us or Donal any good.
So why are the gorillas effectively immortal?
Oh, it's a thing.
Didn't you say they were gods? You told us that.
No one believes that.
Yeah.
I'm still getting changed, but if you remember back, actually, it was she assigned someone to us, and he told us that they were gods.
I figured that came from her, but I don't remember exactly. Thank you,
Mr. Wu.
I'm impressed at the details that you remember, Amy.
He's an important figure in my life right now. I'm thinking he's the one who can like actually do things.
Fair enough. So, and I will say flat out, this is not my favorite option, but I think waiting until we can get the 20 people that you talked about with us, Madam Lynn, is going to be our best option to rescue Donal and not die or get him killed.
And
I also
make sure.
have
Go ahead.
a dumb idea.
Oh, let's hear it.
Do go on.
Let's just make an appointment to talk to Ho Fang.
Make an appointment to talk to Ho Fang?
I mean, Stanford showed up yesterday. That's his name, right? Stanford. And I looked at the
Stanford.
card. Yep. Yeah. And he wanted to talk. I mean,
the point of that was to leave the evil calling card behind, but
I could have gone with him at that point in time if I wasn't so hungover.
You were still drunk at that point. Hungover is not the right word.
And I chose not to. And so he gave me the card because I probably said no, but I could have gone with him and I could just ring him and just be like, I've been having a lovely time at Madam Lynn's now, and I'd like to come and see what you have to. Actually, let's scratch that Madam Lynn's thing. Never mind.
Probably
throw that away.
I do so love to hear my name on your lips, though.
Anyway,
When you like put your hand out like that, she brings her lips forward.
And you know what? I'm gonna let that go. I was gonna be like, and then I just like do this gently, and then kind of a little hard.
So I walk in now with two rifles. Where are we going?
Neat.
I'm just saying is that Ho Fang could have a legitimate reason to meet with us. Don't ask me what it is. I mean, Stanford wanted to meet with us. Why don't we just meet with him? And then we're in the door.
Did I hear the warehouse? Are we going to the warehouse first?
But he sent those things.
He sent those things, and if Ho Fang and Stanford are working closely together, they know that they have one of ours.
So does
Yes.
anyone use rifles? Am I putting one of these back?
That's an even better idea. We go in and then backup comes from the just like my hotel room, inside, outside.
So then we do it tomorrow when we can get the 20 people and the gorillas.
To the warehouse?
The problem with the warehouse is that if we go to the warehouse now and Donal and Stanford are there, there is a very high possibility that they will be backed up by a lot of other people. And there's one way in and out and the skylight. Although if you can get up on the roof and shoot through the skylight, that would be a thing.
I know a gorilla who could get us on the roof.
You know?
You know a gorilla?
That's a fair point.
I motion towards the windows.
Oh, Tun Tun and Ping, of course.
I mean,
What would be the chances? What a coincidence if you knew a gorilla as well.
Nah, well.
Oh, this is a stupid idea, but check it.
I'm behind it already. What is it?
So but the real question here, am I putting one of these rifles back?
Are either of you any good with a rifle?
No.
I can shoot a rifle. I'm not great at it, but if we're going if we're doing the skylight, working with a rifle might be a better idea.
Oh, I'll hand you one. And just before you fire, exhale, hold your breath, pull the trigger.
You sound like Donal. You condescending. Anyway.
So you're not spending the night here tonight then?
Well, we might come back.
We probably
Things
will.
go successfully, we will be spending the night here. And if they don't go successfully, we may also be spending the night here. So I don't think we have anywhere else to go. If we don't come back, it's probably a very bad sign.
Here's my question. Do we all go?
Yes, even if some of us are just outside with some sort of transportation.
Good point.
When things go wrong.
But that is a good point. What happens if this is just a reconnaissance mission and we go take a look?
So we had a look at that warehouse. Do I remember any like way to get up onto the roof? Because there was a skylight.
There was a skylight. It was like a 2-story tall, fairly high warehouse. There was no like ladder or anything like that.
Oh, I bet a gorilla could just throw you up there.
I don't like being thrown. We do not throw the knife lady.
Why can't somebody ride on the back of the gorilla up to the skylight, take a look in, and just come back down?
You've twisted my arm.
Oh, wait a minute. No, Emma doesn't know that. Never mind.
What don't you know? I might be reminded.
Didn't Flint last time like want to, in the worst way, ride the gorilla?
That's when Donal and
an American flag or something like that.
Yes.
America.
Yep.
Bloody noise.
Just don't have the American jacket. Yeah.
I can't help but notice that most of your plans seem to involve my gorillas.
If you have a grappling hook, I'll settle for that. I don't know how to use it. I'll probably break my neck, but.
Well, you did offer us the usage, so that's something that's in our minds of things that we can use.
You can politely decline.
That is certainly within your right. You did say that if there was any way that you could help us, and this is a way that we have thought of.
All I need is for Emma to ask nicely.
What was happening? I was spacing. I wasn't paying attention. What happened? I'm sorry. I was thinking about Flint riding on a gorilla. That's all I was thinking was the gorilla climbing to the skylight with Flint on his back and a rifle. I just was like in this fantasy world of all the excitement. What's happening?
Normally you would think of me like you think of Flint.
Riding the gorilla.
Got the rifle.
You should have a grenade too.
You want it. You know you do.
Next one, not this one. I'm gonna take a pass on the warehouse. Yes, for the siege on Ho Fang's.
Okay.
Well, if Emma asks me nicely, of course,
Yes.
Tun Tun and Ping will.
I think this is integral to our stealthiness. Madam Lynn, if you could please, this would be so exciting. So exciting.
I've never seen such fire in your eyes. Yes. Yes, of course. She pulls out that whistle, that little recorder kind of whistle, and she blows a tune, and very quickly, a paper door is pulled aside, and Tun Tun and Ping lumber in.
Is Tun Tun the not crazy one?
Yes.
All right, I'm going over to him.
All right, and Madam Lynn goes over to them, and she talks to them kind of like, you know, she's talking to a foreign language speaker. She's like loud and slow and like, go with them. Do what she, and she points at Emma, do what she says.
Okay. Is that it? How do we get there with two gorillas?
Oh, you want a car as well?
Well, unless you think just riding the gorillas all the way to the warehouse is a great idea.
I have no doubt that Tun Tun and Ping are stealthy enough to not be noticed at night. I'm less sure about the four of you.
Well, then should we give Tun Tun and Ping just directions and then meet them there?
That would probably work.
Okay.
Tell me where you going to the warehouse?
Yes.
She grabs Tun Tun's like collar. 473 Dragon Lane.
Oh, I was just gonna roll out a map, but
They know
All
this
right.
town very well.
I mean that's still gonna be rough for them. Can I get out a map and like
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
and I'll just be like, okay, here's how I take this street down here, go this way. I've checked out this. This looks like this is going to be the smoothest path for you. So if you could meet us here.
She's like the whole time kind of looking at you bemusedly, like, you know, like you're explaining algebra to a cat or something, you know.
I'm also still somewhat confused in the fact that everybody's expecting to just give like an address to a gorilla and the gorilla is going to show up there.
Yeah.
I'm just like, at this
don't
point,
get
I'm
that.
like, whatever.
Just to play it safe, I'm going
we
to
have to
put the map and hand it to Tun Tun.
He'll take the map and he like folds it up.
Wait, don't we need a truck or something to get us all over there? It's
Cab?
like-
Madam Lynn says that they know the town, so we can meet them there as long as we have a car to get us there with reasonable stealth.
They're quite
Right.
good at moving around this city unseen.
okay.
Could we call from a cab here? Can we call for a cab and just
Yes, I'll have the front gate have a cab for you.
Thank you very much.
So yeah, Tun Tun and Ping will disappear back into the bamboo, and they say they'll meet you there.
Well,
They say that, yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys get in a cab, and you are heading there. You would swear a few times during the time that you think you see like a gorilla jumping from roof to roof, moving incredibly quickly.
this is very Spider-Man, and I love it.
And you pull up. The warehouse is dark. Doesn't seem like there's anyone in there, but as you recall, the back room was where the skylight ended. So
Yeah.
there was no skylight into the back room.
Oh.
So we might just have to. You're good at picking locks, or was Donal good at picking locks?
Donal was the one who's good at picking locks. I can.
Yeah.
It just takes me a while.
So you've now gotten out of the cab and you're standing in front of the warehouse, and Tuntun drops down next to you.
Oh, excellent. So I'm going to go up and see if we can, if Tuntun, if you would be so kind to get me to the top of the roof to where the skylight is. Ideally, I could ride you.
I'm not certain I can throw you that far.
Not.
Is there a non-throwing way?
What? Are we hearing
Gently
him?
toss,
I'm sure.
if you must.
Oh yeah, this gorilla is like in a posh British accent. This gorilla is just like, and then like when he sees that, he goes, "Oh, evening, ma'am."
Like I said, people who are gorillas.
Okay, so that made sense that he now has a map and directions. You know,
Yes.
maybe we can go for coffee. Maybe we can go for coffee later.
Well,
I'm a tea drinker myself,
Mm.
or I don't mind a spot of ale.
Mm.
all right.
Oh God, it's been months since I've had English ale. Anyway.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Oh, charmed, I'm sure. I should tell you, Ping. Sorry, Salazar. I'm a little worried how often I call him that. It's, the only name you hear. Salazar is already up on the roof. He's taking a look around at things. He's quite mad,
Oh,
What do you think is the best way to get me up there?
Well, if you don't mind a piggyback ride.
I think he
Well,
was
you're
rather.
gonna twist my arm.
I think he was rather counting on that.
You just hear a giggle. As we
All right.
go up.
So you like have your arms around his neck, and you're starting to climb up, and he's like, wouldn't be that hard to slit me all throat while we were doing this.
Well, then I'd fall to my death, potentially. If you landed on me, you'd crush me.
It's only 2 stories, and you'd release me from my eternal curse. Look, I'll make you a deal.
Uh-oh.
I will help you.
Has he stopped climbing?
Yeah, like you're halfway up.
Oh.
He's like, I'll make you a deal. I'll help you with this attack on Ho Fang's area tomorrow, and then you'll kill me. Look, I hate to be a rotter about this, but either I help you and you'll kill me, or I'm going to kill you.
Oh.
I'm sorry, really, it's nothing personal.
I was gonna get you an ale too. This is hurtful.
Look, more than an ale, I want release from my eternal curse.
Well, we haven't started the assault yet, so I don't have to be hasty about this.
No, I'm not going to kill you until tomorrow after we're done if you haven't killed me. Who knows, maybe you'll get lucky and I'll die some other way.
That would be tragic.
No!
Ah,
No, that's for the best. I want to die. And let me tell you, Salazar, I'm not sure how much longer he's going to stay human. He's quite
I just don't think right now is the best place to have this conversation.
Oh, I'm don't worry, I'm quite strong. I've got no he starts doing like pull-ups on
Are we like seeing this from the street?
yeah, like you see the gorilla like starts doing one-arm pull-ups.
We might have a friend in there who's being tortured right now, so I'm a little distracted.
Oh no, you have a friend who's gone through an hour of torture. Oh no, it's almost like he hasn't spent eternity being a gorilla.
Is he shouting?
Yeah, you hear that loud. You hear a voice go like, eternity being a gorilla.
If you can see my face, I'm looking down, mouthing the words, help me.
Sorry, man.
Look, I've given you a very simple offer.
Why me? Why?
Well, if they want to kill me, anyone who wants to, I just need the sweet release of death.
Let's see if we can get back Donal. I think he'd be very grateful if he was rescued, and he might be willing to do the deed.
It's an unclear gray area what would happen if I took one of those grenades. Would that count as someone else killing me?
See, I was actually thinking of like a guillotine setup with like a candle on a rope, so I didn't actually do it.
No, the curse is quite clear. Someone else has to kill me to release me from the curse. I can't kill myself.
So if you were holding a grenade, but I took the pin off of it, is that like a gray area?
It is a gray area. I'm open to experimentation.
Okay.
This got really dark.
We can certainly try some things. I can at least promise you that I am concerned about directly murdering you.
Well, that's incredibly insensitive of you. As a man, I'm asking you a favor. Man to man. Look, it's fine. Just know that if tomorrow, after this whole assault thing goes, however it goes, you've not killed me, I will kill you. So we go save your friend.
Oh, let's.
All right. He climbs up. Salazar.
This is not like I imagined.
Salazar. And all of a sudden, the second gorilla looks over the edge of the table, like snarling. Just looks over the thing. Goes, good Lord, man. And he climbs up, and you are now on the roof with Salazar and Corbett.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, can I see anything through the skylight?
So the skylight it looks like everything inside there is dark. There is no light.
No cracks of light coming.
Little light coming through the door of the back room. You know, because you've been here, that there is that back room, but you don't see like light coming through that.
Is there any opening to the skylight? Could we open that up and drop down? And then I can open it from the inside for them.
Yeah. Do you want us to open it up for you?
Yes, please.
All right. Salazar, open that. Salazar runs up and just rips about 10 feet of the skylight just off of the wall and then throws it over. All of you make me dex rolls as a 10-foot section of skylight comes flying over.
Oh, no.
That was
no.
Oh!
I got a critical success.
I got a fumble.
Dex is what I need to get a critical success in.
So Joan, in a beautiful moment, like Emma's just looking up and this skylight is like flying at her and Joan goes, no, and pushes Emma out of the way and crash. You take 4 points of damage, Joan.
Ow.
As a lot of skylight hits you.
I'm gonna like go over and then start like trying to pry it off, pull it off of her, and do some first aid.
Most of the glass is shattered. There's still like there's a metal kind of wire frame that it was based around that is still there. And Salazar turns around and he's like,
and I want to do first aid on Joan to see if I can't help her a little bit.
All right, make me a roll.
If you two are looking for a chance to die, it'd be through that door over there.
That is 15 out of 48 is a hard success.
Yeah. All right. So Joan, you get 3 points back.
Oh,
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Is there someone in there that can kill us?
Quite possibly using dark magics. Can you help me down? If you're going down, can you help me get down as well so I can let them in through the door?
Well, I mean, I'm just going to jump down.
What would happen if I was on your back when you jumped down? Would that be horrible for me? You can brace for the impact pretty well, right?
Sure. I mean, it's not going to hurt me.
Let's give it a try.
All right. So you wrap your arms around and hold on for dear life. Salazar jumps first, and there is a thump as he hits the ground. And then Corbett says, about 200 years ago in Borneo, I jumped off a 700-foot cliff. Head first. Didn't die.
That's amazing. If you see Donal in there, the fellow from before when we met earlier, don't kill him, please.
I don't want to kill anyone else. I want people to kill me. If I kill him, he can't kill me.
That's true.
I'm only threatening to kill you as an ultimatum for this whole deal. You understand? It's merely
Yes.
contractual.
It's very effective.
Oh well, I appreciate that. I've gamed out many scenarios. It's been quite a while since I've had the opportunity to even have someone kill me. I'm very excited.
I wish I could share in your enthusiasm.
Well,
Shall we?
I could help with that. All you have to do is kill me. He leaps down, and yeah, no problem. You land. There's a little bit of thud, and then you can go and open the door and let them in.
Swings open a door. This isn't how I expected it to go.
I'm so sorry.
Joan's got like glass cuts now.
Cut everywhere now, it seems like.
Yeah, and there's like sticking plaster all over you.
If I don't kill him, he's gonna kill me.
Well, maybe he'll die in the assault tomorrow.
Yes.
That's the hope, isn't it?
Is it wrong to
Oh,
use him as
gorillas have very good hearing.
I'm gonna mutter under my breath in Italian. It's not complimentary.
I speak Italian. I speak Latin.
I rather figured you did.
I speak French.
And
I'm
Chinese,
English.
And yes, I am too.
In Elizabethan times, we learned many languages. Not like schools today.
Oh, right. I'm gonna walk in and walk past him toward the door.
Let's get to the door.
You figure if there's any, like, if anyone is in here, they have heard a gorilla yelling about, the modern education system.
I'm gonna get ready with the rifle for when the door swings open to kind of the area where we saw the chamber from before.
All right.
You could just point that at the back of my head.
Would one of you, Emma or Joan, be willing to open the door? I say as I pull out, as I have two daggers.
Salazar was going towards the door.
I'm already messed up.
Yeah, Salazar, unless someone stops him, Salazar just starts walking up to the door, and he's frothing.
All right.
I'm a little concerned he might take out Donal if he's in there.
So Salazar will walk up, and he will rip the door off its hinges, and then he just sort of plunges into the darkness. The back room is totally unlit.
Is there any light coming in from
I thought there was light coming from there.
No, there was no light coming from there. The last time you were in here, there was one lamp that hung down that was like swinging. So presumably there's a light switch somewhere. Salazar seems uninterested in it. He has plunged in. Corbett says, if you are worried about anyone in there, you should get in there. He is quite mad,
I'm gonna go in and like feel around looking for a light switch.
All right, so you enter the room.
Yes.
So entering the room,
I'm terrified when the GM asks that.
There's just a terrible feeling of ominous dread, and that same horrible smell of like old blood, body odor, all of that. And make me a luck roll. Let's see if you went the right direction for the light switch.
41 out of 47.
All right, yeah. So you go a ways, you hit the light switch, and right as you hit the light switch, you see Salazar about to pick up that glass cabinet.
No, wait!
Huh?
Wait. Please.
Corbett is like shambling in gorilla-wise, and he goes, no, put it down, Salazar, put it down. And he puts it down, and there's a figure in that glass case.
I'm running over there as fast as I can get there.
I go in and I'm looking around for something else.
Yeah, I see Alexandria go. I'm going.
In this room, there is only the glass case.
Nothing on the ceiling.
Now you spend a good time checking around. I mean, it's dark up there, but you're pretty sure there's nothing there. Inside the glass case, and remember, this case is like a body with its arms out, its legs down. There's dried blood all over it. Oh wait, actually, here
You have a picture of this thing?
Oh,
Maker's bread.
No,
Oh yeah, I see.
No, I see a glare. Yeah, there we go.
Hard to make out. Oh, those
Ah.
rats.
Thanks, I hate it.
And so, in that case, whoops, sorry, don't bump the mic. In that case, is Donal lying there, and his eyes are open, but they're all white.
Shoot.
And again, everywhere on him there are like if he were to move, he would be cut by blades.
All right.
And I think it's Joan and Alexandra that are up there. Make me spot hidden rolls.
Oh, 06.
Donal seems to be missing a pinky.
Yeah, I got 16.
Yeah, Donal is missing a pinky.
Okay, now we got people out of this last time.
Yes, I was able to get the kid out last time. So you take the bottom end, I'll take the top. Lift
Got it.
very carefully.
Yes.
And just like lift it like between us. I imagine it would go a bit faster because the last time I was just doing it myself.
Salazar offers to help.
Yeah,
No,
no, it's okay.
we got this.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you get him out, and Donal, you come to.
And I'm like crouched over him, like almost like right over him.
Get away from me. Get away from me.
Donal,
What are you doing here?
We're trying to save you, bud.
getting you out.
Oh, is he still here?
No one's
There's
here
nobody
with
here
us,
right now.
as far as we know.
Just leave me here.
You got a really good success on the spot hidden, right?
Yes, I did.
So
6 out of.
Donald's where his pinky was cut off, it looks like a wound that is days old. Like it's starting to heal.
Donal, I like make him look at me. What's the code word?
He tells you the code word that you told him earlier.
And like, well, it's him. That's something at least.
How long do you think you've been here?
It doesn't matter.
No, it does. How long do you think you've been here?
Kind of matters.
I've been here. It's been too long. It's too late.
Agreed. But no, we're gonna get you out of here. We're gonna get you. We're gonna fix you up. Come on,
Doesn't
buddy.
matter. It's I'm sorry.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? Of course it matters.
It's something he did. I don't. There's a scar, a burn or something on the back of my neck.
Like I'm gonna reach. I'm gonna like cup his head and the back of his head in my hand and like lift him up a little bit so I can look.
There is a brand on the back of his neck, some symbol that you don't recognize. Wait, you have Cthulhu Mythos. You could roll.
I certainly could.
Can I smash that glass case?
A cult wouldn't help with this, huh?
You go up and you start to smash the case.
Yeah,
and
we should have done
Salazar
that.
gets really excited.
Salazar.
And Salazar walks up and he just starts like smashing the case with you, like, yeah.
Good job. We should have done this the first time.
I agree. I'm gonna like get Donal away from the smashing and
Donald does not enjoy
the dragging. No, I'm sure he doesn't. What does this thing do?
I don't know, Alexandra. I don't know. I just know that he wants you to find me. He wanted you to find me. He brought you here. He guided you here. You were supposed to find me.
Well, we did. We're already 2/5 compromised. Why not add a third?
I don't know what it does. I don't know what it does, but you have to believe me.
If you think for a single second, Donal Concannon, that I'm leaving you behind, you don't know me at all.
I don't know what this means. It's
Could we take him to the hospital?
No.
Happy that it's there. He told me that you'll find me. He knew you'd find me.
Would this be an inopportune time, pardon me, to ask you to kill me?
I don't know.
We have lots of guns.
We really need you for the assault tomorrow.
Ah, right. Sorry. Forget I said anything. Obviously, very emotional moment. Sorry. Continue.
If you
Do we
find
think cauterizing it would do anything to mess with
It's
it?
a brand. It's highly cauterized.
Yeah.
Stanford knows what this does. Maybe we find him. He explains. I don't know. Before whatever it means. Maybe it's like the two of you that have the thing in your head, the eyes. Maybe he sees. Maybe he controls me.
Well, we have 2 gorillas and 5 grenades. Do we go tonight?
Where are we going?
Ho Fang's.
Compound. I'm not leaving you here, Donal.
You're coming with us, buddy.
We got a duffel bag for you.
Yeah, I pull out the gun that I have and just say, "What's her name?" It's a 25 or whatever. It's a 25. Don't ask me what that is.
5. That doesn't exist.
I don't know.
I mean, a 225 does.
That pistol there, Fiona, I think.
Okay. Then I put it back. So I look at the back of his neck. Is there something that would indicate to Emma that he's the real Donal versus the non-Donal, knowing what's her name, what Stanford / Ho Fang did to my little buddy? What was his name again? I want to say William Ho, but that's not it.
Yeah. I'll give you. Make me a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
And for what it's worth, Donal and I established a code word, and he said the right word.
Oh yeah, and I'm totally angry that you two have a code word and I don't have a code word. Thanks a lot.
Also, he's missing a pinky.
There's that.
Okay, but
So if they made a duplicate, I think they'd make a whole one to fool
okay,
us.
so I got a hard success.
This really seems like Donal in terms of, you know, when the fake Wee Lin was involved, you know, he was a lot, his personality wasn't at all the same. And this seems very much like Donal.
Okay. All right. So I'm like, Fiona. Okay, cool. Put it back in my pants.
We established a code word because we were afraid that they'd make a duplicate of me. I didn't figure I'd have to use it the other direction.
Well, we can't just stand around here, guys. We got to get out of here before somebody comes back.
They want to know in chat what finger was left of Silvano.
I can't remember.
I think one of Silvano's pointer fingers.
Was it the index finger? Yeah. Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
They're trying to get a whole hand.
It was his left hand. It was his
Are
left.
we eventually going to find a Frankenstein monster that has come from the Great Dane?
What was it? Monkey, bear, pig, or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like.
Bear, monkey, pig.
Look, we do we make an assault tonight and try to catch him off guard with very limited numbers, or do we wait until tomorrow morning when we can have 5 grenades, 2 gorillas, 5 of us, and 20 of Madame Lynn's men?
We vote for the suicide mission.
Well, the rest of us don't want to die as well, is the thing.
Well, that's selfish.
Yeah, these gorillas really, I think they'd prefer the increased odds of death.
I've only lived 27 years, not 400 and whatever. I'd like to have a chance to live a few more.
You might become an immortal gorilla god.
I'm compromised. The longer we take it won't matter if we do it now or later. Maybe now is better. It gives them time to prepare for whatever is going to happen.
What do they think we're going to do next?
Us?
No, Ho Fang and Stanford.
Yeah.
Stanford knows you're going to find me. He knew you were. He told me you were going to find me, and he was very happy about it.
Tom, he specifically used the phrase "the long game."
He has something in mind for not tomorrow. I don't know, but something future. I don't know. The long game. He says something bad.
Have we heard the long game before from anybody?
I hate that I'm about to say this sentence, but I'm going to try Cthulhu Mythos to see if I can't make heads or tails of that symbol.
All right, you take a look at the brand. You think about it. All right.
Can't do an occult roll?
Yeah, I was going to say I can do an occult
specifically
one,
Cthulhu Mythos.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Did you make it?
Yes, it was a not 6, which is
Woo!
exactly my mythos.
I have to make something up.
Don't offer me that role.
So yeah, so when you you run your hand over that thing, and it is warmer than the rest of his body, and it is it's not, it feels like skin, but it doesn't feel like his skin, and it doesn't seem like a tattoo. This is all very mysterious to you. The symbol has something to do with Nyarlathotep.
It does. And I like shudder. Just does it feel like a skin graft? Like someone else's skin applied to his?
Other than the word someone, yes.
Fair enough, but it's not his skin. It's like an alien skin planted onto his.
That is it is not his skin.
I have a suggestion, and I don't think you're going to like it.
I'll listen. What is it?
It seems like a transplant or a graft of some variety. We might be able to remove it.
Also,
sharp enough.
Well, also we could do the ritual of transference again.
Transfer it onto what or who?
One of the gorillas.
Would it kill me?
Possibly.
Or it would turn you into a regular person.
What?
And Donal into a gorilla.
Oh.
Go on.
I just.
Or it might just transfer your immortality.
Alexandra, what do you think it means? What is this?
It's connected to the person whose name we don't speak. I'm not exactly sure how, but it's very warm and it feels like it's attached to you, not like it's your skin, not like someone applied a brand to you, but like someone attached a cloth or a skin patch onto your skin.
Thank
you.
We have to find out how to get rid of this or something.
Yes, well, I mean, we don't have to transfer it to the gorillas. We can transfer it to Ho Fang. We can transfer it to, there's a couple things we could do. We could transfer it back to Stanford.
If it'll kill me, I volunteer.
Actually, that's an interesting idea because I'm very concerned that that's another tracking device from Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
And if we can connect with Stanford via, we at least A, know the connection, and B, can we send him something? A little gift, perhaps.
What sort of little gift do you have?
Speak to him. I need to know what this does, what it means.
Or we could transfer it to a gorilla, apparently.
Or I can try cutting it off of you, which would
Then there's a big part of the back of his neck missing.
Well, yeah.
Last I checked, you need the back of your neck.
It's just skin.
Oh, there's a great deal of vertebrae and nerve connections there. You know, I've been reading a lot of anatomical books in my spare time.
I'm gonna stand up and just very casually twirl my dagger and be like, "Oh, believe me, I understand exactly where the vertebrae are and how to disconnect them from each other in the most logical way possible, sir."
Go on.
Humans, anyway. Don't know about gorillas.
See, you should have asked her.
I'm starting to realize that, yes.
There's still time to change your mind. It doesn't have to be me.
I'm anyone who wants to kill me, I'm quite welcome.
Let's discuss this when we're somewhere a little bit safer where there isn't the remnants of a glass coffin on the floor.
How long was I here?
Well, that rules out Madame Lynn's house.
About an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
That's not.
I'm sorry.
That's not possible.
Yes, it is.
You said there was a glass coffin at Madame Lynn's house. Does it look identical to this one?
Oh, no.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, she has Madame
Donal,
Lynn's.
What were you
Madam Lynn
saying?
sleeps in a glass coffin.
Oh my Lord.
I mean, not like this one. It's much nicer.
Talk that up to things we would have found out if Em had gone a little further.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she's a vampire?
Oh no, I've met vampires.
I was just being facetious. Do tell. Go on.
Oh, look, let me tell you, I met in French Revolution Paris. There was a wonderful man by the name of Fenelic.
Can we
Just a
walk
joke.
and do
The
this
comp-
and talk?
I'm sorry?
Can we walk and talk and not just stand here?
Well, I mean, I can. I don't.
So Donal, you've been missing for about 3 hours tops.
Tops 3 hours.
No.
I like point over at Joan and say she's still scratched up from her incident with the tentacle thing.
It's
It
still
has all been tonight. I don't know how long it's been for you if you shifted to a different existence or something, but it's only been a few hours.
That's why I was asking.
27th of April.
Yes, it's still the 20th. Well, I imagine it's the 28th now, very early morning.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't know how it couldn't have been. I've been here too long. It's been night all the time though.
All right.
So we're going back to Madam Lynn's?
I suppose.
Okay.
There was a real dearth of killing me on this trip.
Next trip.
We need you for the assault. Remember, we talked about this.
Well, we'll see you back there then. Salazar, put the glass down. You know that it won't kill you. Someone else has Salazar. Salazar is like digging glass into his wrist, and just nothing's happening. He's quite mad, you know. Excuse me. And he goes over and he grabs Salazar and
I'm going to put a very gentle hand on Donald's shoulder and like steer him toward the door, knife in the other hand, as I keep an eye out for anyone taking advantage of the fact that we are, relatively low on armaments.
Yes.
You make it back to Madame Lynn's house. Madame Lynn is out at one of her nightclubs. But you have a suite of rooms that are very nice. There's
Sweet.
Are we doing a ritual tonight with the gorilla and Donal?
I want to take a bath.
There's a lovely stone bath inset in the floor. Heated rocks make it nice and warm.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Shower.
The gorillas take their leave once you're back at the house.
We're going to have to figure out, are we going to try to do any of the transference? Or are we going to let him hang out? Or are we going to try to
Well,
take
right
it
now
off?
he's taking a bath.
Oh, I know,
think
that's why I'm
this
trying
might
to
be a
talk.
question for tomorrow morning, but it sounds like we don't want to act on his compound like in the evening. We want to do it earlier in the day.
Possibly first thing in the morning.
Yeah, if they're busy during night, they're probably resting in the morning. So that might be the best time to blindside them. But that would mean if we want to do the ritual,
That's what I was getting at.
we'd want to do that after he gets out of the bath.
Yes, we need to make a decision about that. That symbol is.
No. Do you think maybe if you disrupted it with your knife instead of taking it off, it would help?
I mean, maybe. Either way, I'm stabbing.
Disrupted is doing a lot of work in that sentence.
I've seen the effect of magic on people's necks, and it doesn't make sense.
You have not, Flint.
Conventional
It has, yeah.
I'm not.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not
he
confident
has.
They will work.
He's expecting Donald's head to just pop off.
I
All
mean,
things considered, he's lucky.
the way I see it, if we're going to deal with it physically, there's one of two ways. I can either try to carve through it and disrupt it that way, or try to remove it in as surgical a procedure as, yes, even my very sharp knives can do. It will not be pleasant at all. Either
Well,
way.
I can help with some first aid and things like that. And because I'd rather not try to, because I would have to take energy. I need energy to be able to do the transference.
Well, and you can't take it from us anymore. You're not able.
I need
without
some
that.
energy, don't I?
It's a ritual. It's not a spell.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that. Flint doesn't know.
I know.
that.
I thought I had to have some energy.
No, it's
for it.
it's a ritual.
Oh, okay. All right, retro. Sorry.
Sure. So, do you want to try the ritual first, or do you want to try the more physical, mundane ways? And I recognize that half skinning someone is very odd to call mundane.
Right. I mean, once Donal's out of the bathtub and cleaned up a bit and had a moment to himself, he come out and whatever the dragon lady robes are, or whatever they are.
They feel wonderful against your skin.
Which now, according to chat, canonically end at your mid-thigh.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm just getting visions.
So when you walked in and Flint had his legs up,
All I thought was Sean Connery. Now.
There's some Zardoz action going on here.
Good Lord.
Listen, I want to know what this stuff does. Let's find Stanford. We'll find him and find out what this means. I trust you, Alexandra, but I don't know if cutting through my neck and my skin is actually going to fix it.
I think we had another option that wasn't
Yes.
cutting through your neck.
Right. The other option is to try to do the ritual of transference.
I saw what happened to Sylvia when we did that ritual or whatever it was. I'd rather not.
So then,
Is that how we lost his finger?
No, that's how we got his neck snapped
Twist
around.
around and his neck break, and then he never woke up from that.
Oh, well, then the finger thing seems trivial now.
Speaking of, I'm gonna reach out and grab Donald's hand and look at the missing finger and like hold it up and go, did he say why he took this?
He said that it would help you find me.
I think that's the other way around. I think it'll help him find you now.
Yes.
I guess it depends on whether he thought that we would come for him as quickly as we did, or if we were going to have to be led like a Silvano and his finger.
Yes, that's what he was thinking. So now, but then he can find you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we have to get to bed now if we're going to attack in the morning.
I'm gonna need a lot more than 8 hours of sleep.
Do you want to sit this one out then?
No. Give me some Irish coffee, I'll be fine.
Do we have to call a doctor? Because we could ask Mr. Wu to see Mr. Wu's important, to call for one of Madame Lynn's.
I wouldn't mind if maybe someone with a medical degree could take a look at whatever this is and see.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Mr. Wu will call a doctor.
Yep. Not to raise alarm. We just need somebody to come and fix scratches and bruises, if you will.
If you
I'd like that.
Yeah, well, they call a doctor. It'll be in a minute. You all like go to your rooms to clean up. Joan, on your pillow is a piece of paper and a pinky. It says, "You know what to do."
Reattach it.
Exactly. Put them together.
Too
The
long.
doctor can.
All right.
It's
So
already been healed up.
yeah. So okay. I'm going to come go over to
Wait, no,
Alexandria.
sorry, it doesn't say you know what to do. It says the same thing as the last one. Go find him.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go to Alexandria and knock on her room and sorry for interrupting, and I'm gonna show her.
Fine. Well, interesting.
So
And I think we're going to go to break with the finding of that pinky. So this is our first giveaway. So we have 4 Great Dane Society coasters, #chaos at the chat. And we will be back just as soon as 6 people can use 6 bathrooms. Keep track of your pinkies.
Hang on, Thomas is running. Hold on. Hold, please. Hold, please, for the sprint. Me
I have to go now.
too.
Welcome back. We congratulations to Vindication, who won those 4 coasters. Whisper your address to at Quests and Chaos, and we will get those on the way to you. We are going to keep the names rolling for the second giveaway, which we'll do in a little while. So hang around for that. So Joan, you took hopefully Donal's pinky to Alexandra.
Yes. And I said, look what was on my pillow.
That's weird though.
How'd they get in here?
Well, that, but also it's the same note that was left with Silvano's finger. If they knew that we were going to find him, why leave the same note? Maybe they don't know that we have him yet.
They don't know. They'll know soon. Well, one thing or another.
Yeah.
But if we have the finger, that's good. That means they can't use it to find him.
Boy, that's a sentence. Does it have a string wrapped around it like
Yes.
Silvano's?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm going to hold it.
All right, it points towards Donal's room.
Well, at least we know that part. So here's the question. I mean, fire tends to be a cleansing force. Do we burn it? The whole shebang.
The paper and the thing? I think so, just in case.
Tom has a terrified look on his face.
So you're gonna burn his pinky.
Yep.
Are you just gonna throw it in the fireplace?
We can't put it back on. It's been too long.
It's been too long.
All right. So how are you
Oh.
burning his? So I have several questions. How
start
are you
with the first.
burning his pinky? Where are you burning his pinky? And does he know you're burning his pinky?
Where's Doyleson?
Presumably still in Egypt.
Yeah, no, but the point is that
Someone
if
cooking bacon in here?
Why are you asking about Doyleson?
his finger was all, it
Healed.
healed up, so we can't reattach it. I know that much.
True.
Well, there's that.
That's a successful medicine roll right there.
I mean, it's a pretty logical assumption. It is his finger. He should probably make that decision.
I was trying to save him from it, but all right.
I mean,
Amy, are you okay?
I'm just saying that these are massively ethical questions. Like, does your body parts, does it still yours once it's gone? You know?
if you
Once
do not,
it's detached, it's detached.
if you do not give consent for it to be removed, yes, it's still yours.
Yeah. So technically, Donald, or not Donald, so what am I saying? Donald has to give consent for you to burn his finger.
I love this.
Okay. I'm sorry. Everything's fine.
No, it's not. Nothing's fine.
I'll talk to him about it in the morning. Don't want to wake him up now.
Well, I
You should
suppose.
want to roll in and be like, I got your finger.
Hold on. We were having a doctor come to see if we could do something about the symbol on his neck. I imagine he's still awake. Right? We asked for a doctor. I wasn't hallucinating that.
I thought it was for tomorrow. I wasn't. Okay,
Now the
sorry.
doctor is coming shortly.
Oh, okay.
I was
Okay.
hoping you were just going to tie it to his doorknob and leave it there too.
Leave it like to tap with the fingernail.
Just is always pointing in the room.
Oh, don't tempt me.
Put some wheels on it. Let him drag him behind it.
Oh my
He bought.
goodness.
We'll wait for the doctor.
All right, yeah, the doctor will come and he comes in and he sees you and he's like, oh, please let me help you right away.
Oh, well, we have somebody who needs your help too. So let's just go
worse
get
than you?
Yes.
Well, sure, yeah. What seems to be the problem?
Let's go to his room.
Yes,
Let's
let's I'm gonna go and tap on Donald's door.
I think he's probably barely awake at this point, but yeah, he'll weakly respond.
Oh, he does sound bad.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
can
Open
we
the
come
door,
in?
stick my head in. Donald,
Yeah.
it's me. We have the doctor.
Oh, fine. Yes, sir. Bring him in.
All right.
Before we bring him in, let me go in first.
Yeah. You like hold up his pinky?
No.
What are you doing?
I have it wrapped. I have this wrapped thing.
Oh, I
I said,
see.
let me go in first.
All right. Yeah, you go in.
All right. And so I say, Donal, I hate to tell you this, but somebody left this on my pillow. And I unwrap it and I show him his pinky.
Oh my Lord.
You hear the doctor gasp.
And
Well, there were more delicate ways to do that, but sure.
no.
Why does he have a finger?
Who left it on your pillow?
We don't know. But we wanted to see, I was going to try to get rid of it.
Why?
So I wouldn't disturb you like this, but.
You've already disturbed me.
Yeah, I know. But I didn't have any choice. We wanted to see if maybe if we could get it to be put back or not, but it's your choice. It's your finger.
I'm here to reattach a finger?
Ask the doctor.
I think it's been detached for too long.
We think so.
I'm very confused.
Right.
It's been a confusing night.
Well, sir, my name is Dr. Chan. How can I help you?
Look at this wound I've got here with my.
Yes, your pinky, I heard.
All right, please look at that. And then I have another wound on the back of my neck it's very concerning. If you take a look at that as well.
I see. Well, I mean, when did you lose your pinky?
Earlier this evening or yesterday. I'm really not sure.
It looks like you lost it days ago. That's scar tissue forming.
Right.
I feel awkward asking this question. Are you sure that's your pinky?
I can't say. She just brought it in the room. Fella, I don't know.
May I? He reaches. He has his hand out for the pinky.
Oh, this will be entertaining.
I'll hand it to him.
All right. He takes the pinky and he holds it up to your hand, and it fits like a glove. He's like, no, that appears to be your pinky. Why is it on a string? And he holds it out, and the pinky goes zing and points right at you, and he drops it. And he makes his sand roll.
I mean, being a doctor in this area, I'm sure he's seen some shit.
Why? All right. Let's. So you said something on the back of your neck.
Yes.
Is this a growth? Is it a lump? What is the nature of this?
Burn? A mark? I can't see it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's take a look. And you got a tattoo. Did you not know you got a tattoo?
It was given to me without my consent.
Oh, okay. So someone gave you a tattoo, but you didn't want a tattoo.
Right.
I mean, it feels curious.
Removed.
I mean, it's not an area I would feel comfortable cutting something out. It's quite close to your vertebra, and it doesn't seem to be ink. If it were a tattoo, I could, cut off the skin. It would be really painful, but it would be mostly cosmetic. But this seems deeper.
What do you think it is, if not ink?
I have no idea. It's, I mean, if I had to say, I'd say it's skin, but not his.
That's
It
what I thought.
feels like a little like horsehide.
Can we burn it?
Well, that's a terrible idea. We're going to burn your neck?
Right. Really cut it off safely.
But it's too deep to cut off safely, you think?
I would not feel comfortable I would not feel comfortable saying that I can cut that out and that you would be able to walk afterwards.
Right. Good. Great. Thank you.
I pick the pinky up off the ground and wrap it up again.
Was there anything normal I'm supposed to look at?
Relatively normal. Was it attacked and
Yeah, he'll spend some time bandaging you up, and you get, oh wow, you get 3 more hit points back.
well, I'm full.
Lucky you.
The whole time he bandages you up, he's like mumbling under his breath about like, don't answer calls at Madam Lynn's. Why don't I?
Does Donal have other wounds? I imagine he probably does from the ordeal.
Yeah, he'll do some wound treatment on you as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you have some cuts and things like that. Although very scrupulously, you before the glass coffin was smashed, you noticed there was no blood, seeming to splash around or anything like that.
Yeah, and I would have looked for that after what we saw last time.
Right.
Right.
Can I go?
Fine. Yes, please.
Appreciate your help.
Thank you.
Yes. I hope that whatever that is does something.
Have a good night, sir.
He leaves.
All right. So here is the question. Once he's gone and out of the way, and I'm just like, look over.
Hanging around.
Yeah. Do we want to grab Thorn Castle and Emma and discuss what we're doing so we have a plan?
I think I just need some sleep, and then we find the fellow at Stanford and get the answers out of him.
What if something tries to mess with you while you're asleep?
I don't know. I'm just so tired.
All right. What's the furniture situation in the suite?
There's a middle room that has the little stone bath in it, and a couple of wooden lovely longer chairs, like two or three people can sit on, and then each room has like a bed, a little chest, and an upholstered chair and a desk.
Okay. I'm gonna plop down in one of the upholstered chairs and say then I will sleep here tonight, and if something messes with you, I'll be here.
I don't know if it's safe, but
Donal, just indulge me.
All right. Thank you.
Like
Before you
flop out on the chair as comfortably as those things can be.
Before I go, Donal, what would you like me to do with this?
Save it. Maybe save it. I'll think about it tomorrow.
The only other thing I can think of is if you leave us again, we might still be able to find you.
Small mercies, eh?
All right, so I will keep it.
Joan, make me an intelligence roll.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So
56.
Silvano's finger has not decomposed at all.
Yeah, I've been carrying it in my pocket this whole time.
Okay.
Sorry, mate.
So there's magic in it. So
I mean, that's the only way that I could point like a divining rod.
Silvano's magic fingers.
now
I'm just gonna walk right past that one.
Yeah. I was gonna say the only thing that's bothering me right now is how did somebody get it onto the pillow in my room?
Yeah, it might honestly be best if we double up as much as we can to keep an eye on each other. The rooms are very nice, but it might be better to be in close quarters.
I know Flint's long since gone to sleep.
Yeah, Flint is just like
I'm probably
He's
asleep
out.
too.
But I'll leave that up.
Emma might have passed out as well.
Yeah.
I'll leave that up to you lot. I'm staying here.
Well, you lot's me right now.
Good luck with that.
In a not uncommon Great Dane scenario, Joan is in a room like, nobody? No?
Yep. Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
myself comfortable and like have a dagger very close to hand and try to get some sleep.
Yeah. All right. So
Going back to my room.
there is a fitful night of sleep for all of you, and you all have terrible dreams. So, Flint,
Can I tell you what I want mine to be?
please.
It's all about the gorillas coming for me.
Of course it is.
So yeah, here's what happens. The gorillas are coming for you, and Corbett is just like, I'm gonna kill you. You've finally done it. And Silvano saves you. He swoops down, grabs you, and all of a sudden you're back in the airplane with him. And the gorilla's head,
Who the hell are you?
is in your lap. And Silvano is flying the plane. And he looks back at you, sadly. He says, sorry, mate. And then he just power dives the plane. And you wake up right as the plane is going to crash into the ground. Emma.
Yep.
Your dream, you are drunk sword fighting.
I'm
And
awesome.
You are in the pyramid of the Black Pharaoh, and you are just cutting down his minions, and you are carving your way to the Black Pharaoh. And at your side, fighting valiantly, is Donal. You are both fighting your way through. You get up to the Black Pharaoh, your sword comes back, ready to plunge in, and Donal looks at you sadly and says, sorry, mate, and shoots you in the head.
Knew it.
Joan,
Yes.
your dream is right here in Madame Lynn's house. You're asleep, but there's something weird. You wake up, and Donal's pinky is like tapping you on the head. And you wake up, and you see Donal with a pillow look at you sadly and go, sorry, mate. And the pillow goes down on your head. And you wake up just as the last breath leaves your body. There is 45 seconds of this dream where you are struggling against asphyxiation as this pillow is just held down on your face with the full force of Donal's body weight. And just as you're like, I'm dead, I can't breathe, whoa, you wake up. Alexandra, you are in the Temple of the Worm back in Peru. And this is this timeline. So Donal is there with you. And you have fallen into the goo, and you're about to fall in there, and Donal grabs you and saves you. He's pulling you up out of the goo. And then he gets that sad look on his face, and he says, sorry, mate. And he just pushes your head down into the goo. And he holds you under. And you relive that entire experience with Francois and all the horrible things that happened to you there, all knowing that you're pushing up against Donal's hand that is holding you down. Donal, your dream is every single one of those dreams. You see every single one of those moments, and you see yourself betraying the people that you have worked with and in some cases come to know and love. And you are palpably aware of each time this is totally out of your control. Everybody wakes up feeling pretty miserable. Everybody can make me a sanity roll. If you fail it, you lose 1 sanity. Emma, because of your I knew it, you get a bonus die.
Oh,
Oh, good.
he did at least.
People are surprisingly okay. Of course, yeah, Alexandra with the
Yeah, no, like I imagine like I come flying awake with a horrified like breathy scream and just like don't even see which way is which, but make my way to the bathroom and just like throw up until I can't move.
yeah.
Fumble.
Fumble?
Yes!
Oh my, all right.
Take that, sanity.
Of all the things to fumble on.
All right, so here's the thing. You don't wake up when the plane hits the ground. So you experience this plane crash in agonizing detail as your body is shredded. And you're dying. You're lying on the ground dying. And all you see is Donal's smiling face, just like looking back at you with a frozen death grin on it. And you lose 2 sanity. And you know, from now on, like, you're not, like, you don't want to be in a room alone with Donal for a while.
Well.
So it's a quiet breakfast.
Yeah, once I eventually pry myself away from the toilet.
Yeah. Most of you are awake at like 4 a.m. and not going back to bed.
The one good thing is I didn't wake up, right? I got to sleep in a little longer.
That's right. Yeah. You...
I mean, there's that.
Way to find the bright side in all this.
That silver lining to the dark and shitty cloud.
And so at breakfast, Madame Lynn, looking a little tired, a little like she stayed up very late last night, she joins you and she says, I have soldiers, well, mercenaries that I hired, ready to go. And Tun Tun and Ping, are you still thinking this morning?
Yes, as soon as possible.
Let's burn it to the ground.
How did my finger end up on Joan's bed?
That's quite a sentence. Are you missing a? I need more information to answer that question.
Joan?
Yes. So when I went to my room last night, there was a finger and a note that says, you know how to find him.
I am terribly sorry. I can't imagine that.
And so when the doctor came, we did verify that it was his finger. So somebody in your ranks, maybe.
Well, he was sucked through a paper monster, so, you know, we should assume that the rules don't necessarily apply here.
True.
Our enemy has the ability to get pretty much anywhere they need to go, after all.
That sounds very useful.
Did you burn that note?
Yes.
The note?
I would have burned the note at least, because I now any paper that comes from someone that I'm suspicious of,
I have the fingers
and burn it.
I have the finger still wrapped up.
Sure. Well, I certainly apologize for any body parts any of you found in your beds, and I'll have a talk with my cleaning staff.
Was there a delivery last night?
No, I mean, I had to go to one of my clubs, so I left about 11.
Yeah, somebody could have come in.
And
let's just assume in this case it wasn't conventionally delivered.
Probably a safe bet.
Yep.
Yes, let's get this over with as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
And she pulls out her whistle and she blows the 3 notes, and Tun Tun and Ping come sliding in from a door, and she once again goes, "You do what she says, and points at Emma.
And I turned to everybody. Speaking of which, how are we doing this? Because again, my last drunken plan was to just bike around the compound and just lob grenades over the back and just see what happened. I mean, what's
you
our
no
real
longer do what she says.
The plan was to, I think, create a car accident as a distraction, have the gorillas and us sneak over initially. Once we're inside and we can get a little bit of damage done, then do the frontal assault.
Yes.
You do what he says.
I think that's still
That sounds like the best plan.
The best plan.
Tun Corbett looks at you, Flint, and smiles when she says that.
What?
When she says, you do what he says, and points to Flint, Tun looks at you and smiles.
You're their master now, Flint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It took you that long to register?
No, I'm just soaking up the situation that I've been putting out of my mind because I've had other horrible things on my mind.
There's been rather a lot of horrible, I agree.
That's long, but a good episode title.
Yes. The horrible things in my mind, yes.
I'm at capacity. What can I say?
All right, if we're gonna do this.
So, Donal, which assault do you want to be in? What are you comfortable with? The first one or the second one?
All right. If the front is the diversion, frankly, we could have the giant apes cause the car crash for all I care. They could throw the cars against the gate. Perhaps that would do it.
Well, no, we had planned for an actual car accident against one of Ho Fang's
vehicles.
Once
the gorillas with
drive cars.
Yeah.
What sort of commandos are you?
He's tired. He was.
Yeah. Remember,
tortured.
Remember, he's had been through a bit.
Car accident.
At the front, and the rest of us go in the back near the pond.
Okay, so I take a shot of whatever she has at her liquor cabinet because that's what we have at breakfast, and be like, "I'll drive the car. Don't worry."
I don't want you to be in a car accident. Let one of the mercenaries do that. You're far too precious to.
I'm just saying that I could argue in circles with no rhyme or reason for hours. If I got out of the car and just started spouting insanity.
I'm very much in favor of this idea.
Well,
it'll be fine.
He is quite capable.
What if we had a mercenary drive and she was in the other seat and came out?
Okay, but
that's what she wants.
I'm going to hand you a pillow to take with you. It could save your life.
I get to do the raid in my pajamas.
Let me. And so at this point, she motions to Wu, and Wu opens the sliding door, and out in the courtyard of her place are 20 guys who, to your ridiculously Western racist eyes, are dressed like ninjas. There are 20 guys wearing kind of traditional armor, wearing light traditional armor with black all over it, and their faces are all covered.
I wanted to do this with an American flag jacket, so I'm not going to judge.
That's fair.
Why don't we have Joan and Emma in the vehicle, and then after they've caused the ruckus, the monkeys and the ninja crew here go over the walls.
Well, while I don't question Emma's ability to cause a car accident, I don't know if she can do it on command.
Oh, Emma, I'm sure she can.
Oh, do you think?
I'll just drive into whatever you want me to drive into. Take another shot.
Everybody make a listen roll.
Yes.
19. That's a hard success.
So as soon as Donal says monkeys, you hear a gorilla. And Madam Lynn is looking around.
You heard me. They're gorillas.
Yes.
Obviously.
Gorillas. I try and say it Britishly.
So mispronounce it.
Yeah.
Gorillas.
Well, it sounds like you've got a very exciting plan. If you'll excuse me, I don't want to be in the city in case this goes wrong. So I hope I see you again tonight. And yes, I'll talk with you later. And then she looks at Emma and she says, please take care.
It'll be fun.
Emma's got her whiskey and a pillow.
Yeah.
She's ready to do this.
Oh goodness. So
Speaking actually after Madame Lynn leaves, then I was like, okay, so who actually gets their grenades? Because I don't think having grenades in a car accident is the best idea. I want one.
I think it's a terrible idea. I agree. Especially since
I think having grenades in a car is a bad idea. I want one though. Let's
think about that. Let's think about the fact that a couple of them blew just from being dropped in the hotel room.
Should we give them to the mercs?
No.
No.
Oh, did we get our incendiary devices that were planned for that as well?
Yes, but they're borderline fireworks.
Perfect.
Fireworks can do a significant amount of damage if aimed at the right things.
Give those to Emma.
Yes, I will trade you 4 more grenades for fireworks.
I don't need to have more fingers in my pocket.
5 grenades, right? 5 total grenades.
Well, Flint has one because he was going to take one up with him when the gorilla. Yeah, anyway, so Flint has one currently. So then I've just
And
I just started.
Yeah, Alexandra.
Grenade.
Yeah,
Alexandra has one.
Yeah.
I'm like, so no, she didn't take it. Here, take it back.
Yeah, I did.
Here, you did? Okay.
I'll take it.
I mosey up to Donal.
Donald, take this one.
Are you familiar with using these?
They're rather simple. Just break the seal, get rid of it as soon as you can.
You want mine?
Fine, yeah, I'll take it. Sure.
So I still have one, but I don't mention it to anybody that I still have one.
Of course.
I
But
have
I
my
want
crowbar.
Well,
Salazar,
all we have to do is keep track of how many you've passed out and how many there are.
When people start to like hand out grenades, Salazar puts out his hand.
No. You talk to Flint about that.
I am so tempted though.
He doesn't speak. He's quite mad, you know.
Right.
Not in front of the ninjas. Keep it down.
So our plan then is Emma and Joan do the car accident in front of the building.
Fireworks spectacular.
And you're specifically trying to hit a car that would be going into Ho Fang's complex.
Right.
Or just the complex.
Do something to get their gate braced open so they have to pay attention to what's going on.
Right.
And then the 3 of us with the gorillas go over the wall, and then I don't know, 20 minutes after the car accident, the mercenaries make a frontal assault. Is that what I'm hearing?
20 minutes?
Not 20, perhaps there's phase 2. Accident 1, and once everyone's distracted, they come in for the assault. But maybe better idea. Car accident, then grenades, then mercenaries.
Well, the car accident is a distraction for the first team to get in and do some damage. Then we want to give that team, which is us, some time to be relatively undetected. Then grenades and full assault, right?
You have the grenades. What do you mean then grenades? Just grenades anytime.
We should be the last group.
Well, no, because if we go in and grenade, then the element of surprise is
It's like a hot pocket anytime.
you bite in and your mouth is
Like a
instantly
meatball
filled with lava.
sandwich. Anytime.
I have scalded my mouth on too many of those things.
Agreed.
I think we want to hit the guard quarters with the grenade. That's what we want to hit. That's where the numbers would be, the masses, especially in the front. When we were observing it, it was the front area where all the guards were.
Oh, let's just give the gorillas some grenades and wing it.
Right.
That tends to end badly. The winging it
All
part.
right.
I mean, I
Well,
can't comment on gorillas with explosives.
And then what's the plan? Do we have a plan?
I
Yes.
agree. the question is, are we early enough to catch them still sleeping? Because if we are, then hitting that front building where all the guard quarters were is probably a good idea.
After the car accident, people are going to start getting up, but the hope is that they're disorientated and that they're not at their best, right?
That's a hope.
All right.
Especially since it's like 5 in the
They're
morning.
not morning people.
I mean, it's like 5 in the morning. No one's a 5 in the morning person.
We're not morning people.
We're not really going to catch them off guard, but we're going to
We'll do what we gotta.
have them at a disadvantage, right?
Yeah. We'll do what we gotta. We just do it.
And
Let's go.
honestly, once we're over the wall, I mean, we move fast and we hit hard.
Once you've figured out you can't die, you really kind of stop sleeping.
What?
Fair.
I haven't slept in, must be years.
Oh.
That'll drive you insane.
Done.
You go insane if you don't sleep. Have you talked to Alexandria about your little deal? I think she'd like.
Oh, no. I think you have the deal going.
Oh.
They're taking orders from you, chap.
Oh, God, no. Okay, let's
I'm
go.
indiscriminate about who kills me.
Roll out.
Oh, wait, sorry. Look, I haven't told Salazar about this plan yet, so just kill me.
Like 5 sentences are all piled up in the back in the back of my mind, and all of them are awful.
Okay, so where's the car?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
let's get moving.
So myself and the mercenaries, we're going to get in a truck, and we'll be around the back for when you're ready.
All right.
Who's driving that truck?
All right. The mercenaries should storm it after the explosions go off.
Yeah, I was about to say the grenades are going to be the signal to go.
It's a hell of a signal. And I suppose
That way, if something goes wrong with grenades, help is on the way.
and I suppose we're gonna get a cab around the back.
Well, we'll need to get a car to do the crash, right? Or
But
is that-
we'll get the car crash.
Yeah. Madam Lynn will give you can have 2 cars. She's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll send them in one car, the car crash car, and then the 3 of us will follow a little ways with the other car and like meet up at an
Then we have a
intersection
getaway.
and part ways.
Then we have a getaway car. So yes.
Yeah. Well, and as we're traveling there, I'm gonna like look up and see whether or not the driver is paying attention and say to Donal, if you feel at any point that you are losing control, tell me. Or signal or something. Because that was a very nasty dream.
I don't know. You were back in the temple in Peru.
Yes.
Am I in the same car as them?
Yep.
I cover my ears.
Corbett, who's sitting next to you, leans over and says, apparently, they were both in some temple in Peru, and she fell in some sort of white liquid.
I'm going to look over at him and say, not another word, sir.
She's the one you want to talk to. She's the one. She'll do it.
Her head underneath.
Mhm.
He's like looking at you like,
Keep it up and I won't.
You want to get on her good side,
so if I
bad side
she'll
simultaneously.
kill me? Is that? I'm very confused.
The masochist says, hurt me. The sadist says, no.
Which one am I?
The masochist, apparently.
You want her to kill you.
I just want someone to kill me.
Right.
Well, if you can find Stanford in there, I
Look,
think you'll be
he
your
points at
best bet.
he points at one of the mercenaries. He's like, if you kill me, there's $1,000 in this collar right here. I'll give it to you right now. If you just
Escarella? No, he's lying to you. Does the guy even speak English?
the mercenary, no, the mercenary does not speak English.
Okay. Well,
Corbin's
I still tell him that Corbin is lying.
Ah, damn it! All right, let me see my Chinese. He says something, and the mercenary just starts laughing at him.
The mercenary is comfortable with the talking gorilla.
You know, tonal languages are very difficult with gorillas' laryngeal setup.
Under all of this like commotion, I'm gonna look over at Donal and just be like, promise.
I'll do the best I can, Alexandra. I promise. I just wish I knew what this means. It scares the hell out of me.
Yeah. It was probably a warning that he can take control. Although why he'd bother warning us, I can't imagine.
I guess he enjoys
The cat and mouse.
You were mentioning just a moment ago sadists. I think that was an apt comparison.
Probably.
I'm gonna give Corbin a very detailed description of Stanford.
No, if the monkey kills Stanford, then Stanford becomes a monkey.
No.
You think he'd kill me?
He's the one you want to aim for. You want to rip one of his arms off at the very least. That I think is.
Well, you know, if you really want an arm ripped off, you should talk to Salazar.
Listen,
You were the one who was trying to get killed.
if Stanford kills the ape person, doesn't Stanford become an ape?
We don't know.
Inconclusive.
That would be worse.
Would it?
I mean,
Worse.
Either way, ripping one of his arms off, I think, is still a good.
it'd be very cathartic.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Really, I think the only catharsis for us is death. And look, kill me. Leave Salazar, that's fine. He's quite mad, you know.
You know.
Is Salazar within earshot of this?
Salazar does not appear to understand anything. He doesn't react to almost anything that's said.
If you kill Stanford, I'm going to start with kind of the fuzzy, questionable, like, did I really, we'll try the grenade thing, but I'll make sure it's done if you kill him.
Glenn, I don't think that's a good idea.
You're a noble man, sir.
I
A noble
will-
man. And I don't care what anyone says, that mustache is fetching.
Oh.
He's had it there, just sitting there. Wonderful.
It makes my lip too warm. It's too insulating.
It makes so yeah, you are the truck is in the back in position, and sure, Emma, Joan, you wait about 45 minutes, and then a car pulls up to the gate and it's going in, and so you're gonna ram into that car, I guess.
Ramming speed.
So first, Emma lights a bunch of fireworks in the back of the car.
That's second. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
All right.
Do it. Go.
So you just slam forward. Make me a drive roll.
Uh-oh.
Who's driving?
We are
I'm
going to
driving.
use inspiration.
I could drive.
If you want to drive, that's fine. I can jump out and start yelling.
Who has the higher drive?
I have the standard 20.
You know, there's a-
I have more 49, so I'll do it.
Okay.
Right, so Joan.
Yes. 45.
All right. So yeah, you definitely crunch into the back of this car, and immediately, like 5 angry Chinese guys are like out and yelling.
Oh, that's my specialty. Get out of my way. I open the door and I'm just like, first I tried I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. I mean, we didn't see you there. I mean, yeah, and just kind of stumble around and just be like, that's a pretty costume you have on. Is that something you wear every day? What is this all about?
They're just like,
Just
yelling
random.
in Chinese and
Yeah.
like looking at the
Alcohol on your
car and
breath really
pointing at the
sells it.
car.
Now, we have the fireworks in the back, right?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I've got them in my purse too. I mean, I have fireworks and a bomb and Silvano's notes all in my purse.
But the ones in the back are going to go off. I'm going to get out of the car. The ones in the back of our car are going to go off. So I'm going to be mad about them destroying our car.
All right.
I've got my
And then the car goes
yeah.
kapow,
I've
and
only got my jersey on at this point.
all right. both of you make me luck rolls.
All right.
Oh, not the greatest thing in the world. Ooh, where's my luck? Yeah,
Oh,
no. Do we want to inspire this?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, let's inspire both of those.
It's two
All right,
inspirations.
we're both inspired. I would love an Emma here. Oh, I would love an Emma here.
Nope, you don't get an Emma, but you. Oh,
Did you
I
get
missed
it?
it by one.
You can spend
Oh.
luck.
You,
Oh
can
wait,
you
no,
spend
this is
luck on a luck roll?
Luck on a luck roll.
You can't spend luck on a luck roll. I'm so glad we had that re-roll. So I got
All right, so one of you succeeded.
8.
All right, so yeah, the fireworks go off, and there is there's some minor fire and smoke and that sort of thing. And as soon as the fireworks go off, the 5 guys, their reaction makes you feel like these are like trained guys. Like by the way they react to that. And like as soon as the fireworks go off, they go back behind. They're like heading in the gate, and they're like they're standing sort of behind the gate, and they're just like looking at you and telling you to go away.
Now, did we crash the car into their car into the gate?
The gate has not closed. There's a car in the gate. You crashed into that car.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go in the gate. Like
Yes.
I'm going in after them and be like, who's gonna pay for all this mess? Huh? This is
So-
a big old mess, and I think you broke.
All right.
I
As
think
soon as you step inside the gate, they will draw guns.
No.
They're not
No.
shooting or anything, but they draw guns, and they're just like, "Go away, go away."
No, I want my money for my car. You ruined my car.
We're gonna call the police. We're gonna call the police.
Yeah, we're gonna call the police.
The guy smirks at you and he says, "Call the police."
Where's your phone? Where are they? Somebody get me.
He says
Where
something
are
in
they?
Chinese. He says, "Lee will call the police."
Fine, I'm going with Mr. Lee.
No, you're staying here on the other side of that gate.
Well, I want my money.
Harness the power of Karen.
Somebody owes me for that car. That car is totaled now.
Yo.
You stopped short. We had to brake. Our cargo went up in smoke. I'm sorry, our party gifts went up in smoke.
Yeah, we were gonna have a party with this.
Look,
Alcohol is gone. Now what do we do?
I'm going to do you a favor, and I'm going to suggest that you walk away from here, because it's not going to go well for you if you don't leave.
No,
No,
those guys in there, they saw stuff. Bring them out here. Tell them we need to see what they saw what happened. Come on.
So the other guy comes out back from the little gatehouse, and he says something, and the guy smirks and says, "The police are on their way."
Good. I'm gonna sit right here, and I like find some
You
terrible.
like sit on the front car,
Yeah.
on the hood of the front car. So the three of the guys are just standing in the path, like making sure you can go no further. And then this guy and Mr. Lee are just sort of standing there smirking, and the guy who's talking to you just keeps saying, "You should really leave."
I want my money.
Put the money in my hand. Yeah, yo. Then we go. Yeah, just pay us off. Give us car money.
I need a new car. I need new fireworks. I need new liquor.
You're not gonna. The police are gonna take you away. They work for my boss.
What?
Who's your boss? I need to speak to your boss.
That is not gonna happen. Ho Fang doesn't talk to white women.
Oh, I see how that goes. Actually, I have no idea what I'm saying.
Look, I've given you every chance.
We've given you every chance to make it up to us.
So you hear a police whistle, and 2 policemen on bicycles come up, and they descend. They speak no English.
Mm-hmm.
And so they start talking in rapid fire Chinese to Ho Fang, to the one guy. And the guy's pointing at you and he's kind of smirking. And the two policemen are clearly apologetic to this guy. And they start trying to pull your car off from the car that crashed into.
So they're trying to pull our car off of the other car. Okay. It's like, sure, why not? Let them do that. But say, hey, you guys are policemen, eh?
Police.
Yeah. Well, we had instructions to come here, and these guys wouldn't let us come in.
Police.
Yeah. Police, arrest them.
At this point, they've pulled your car out of there, and one of them has the door open and the steering wheel, and he's just starting to push your car down the road to where there's a hill.
What? No, stop. Okay, I'm going to run over there.
Is the car, now that our car is clear, is the car that the gentleman in front that we hit, is that car clear that I could actually get in? So I'm going to jump in their car. Are there keys in it that I can just...
Yeah, sure. You jump in and there are keys in the car. Everyone is very surprised by this.
Woohoo! I got a new car.
And are you driving away? What are you doing?
I'm going to quote unquote drive away, but do it in the worst way possible by going forward.
All right.
And trying like hitting somebody or whatever, and then going backwards and then going forwards and then yelling, "Jump, get in." How does this thing work? And
so I think we're going to go to initiatives here.
All right.
So you are going to drive the car forward, and the three guys in front of the path all scatter. Are you trying to hit them?
I'm trying not to. I don't want to hit them, but I also want to make it look like I have no idea how to drive. You know what I mean? Like it lurches forward and goes, and then I'm like, and then I'm like, oh shit, get in here and help.
So you pull forward, and the three guys scatter. The Mr. Lee and the guy who was speaking to you have both drawn guns, and they are pointing guns at the car. The one cop that's left is like looking at you just like, and the other cop is like trying to get the speed up to like just drop your car while Joan is chasing after him.
Yep. No, I'm getting that. I'm gonna get that guy.
All right. So I have no idea. I guess we're gonna go by initiatives.
All right.
So they're not going to start a fight. So Emma, you drive forward and then you drive back, and then you're going to keep kind of going back and forth and making it look like you don't know how to drive.
Oh, yeah. And while I'm doing that, I'm looking to see like what the layout is. Do I have the layout still? Is there like is there a path around the courtyard?
The path goes up a hill to the house.
Mm-hmm.
I have a quick question, if you don't mind. Explosions were the signal to start the frontal assault, and they set off the fireworks in the back of the car, which was not planned.
Well, right, but we were with the mercenaries, so we would have said, the second round of explosives.
What would we have said when we heard that go off?
Yeah, so
not yet. Wait.
The fireworks are very. You've recently heard a grenade explode. Well, you haven't. I mean, that's but this is a very different sound than a grenade exploding.
Still, we're hearing.
Yeah,
okay,
you hear.
Okay. Okay. Just wanted to ask.
When the grenades explode, they go in. It's a different sound.
All right, Joan, you have caught up to the policeman, and he's just like trying to push this car down the hill. Are you gonna like tackle him? Are you gonna?
I'm gonna get in the other side and move over.
All right, yeah, you slide over and you like put your foot on the brake.
Yes.
And he's like, and he's just happy someone is in the car, so he slams the door and he's heading back.
All right, I'm gonna take the car, come back.
All right, so you loop around. Make me a drive roll. See how good a turn this is.
No, I didn't make it.
All right, so this is a 3-point turn.
Yeah.
As you're like, nope, and you're coming around, and the cop is like looking back at you, confused but not really caring. He's now running back towards the gate where he hears like Ho Fang's men yelling bad things. So Emma, what was it? You were looking for
So
layout.
I'm looking, so you say it goes up, and I'm assuming, so I'm gonna kind of get my act together. I can't seem to find the Google Doc. I'm gonna try and get my act together and just look like I have no idea where I'm going, but start to just, it's I see
You're
Jones
driving
got,
forward. You're driving
yes,
up the path.
Jones got the other car. I'm going for it. I'm
All
going
right.
up the.
So they are going to shoot at the tires. So let's see here. Everybody in the truck can make a listen roll.
Right.
I would say that when the fireworks went off, we knew that there was like stuff going on, and that's when we would have made our move.
Yeah, we should already be in the compound.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
Yeah.
thought you were waiting for the second round.
No, we're having
That's the mercs.
we're having the mercenaries wait for the second set of explosions. We're going to be the second set of explosions.
No problem.
That's not prophetic.
Okay, so yeah, these guys start shooting at the car. You have the gorillas will help you all over the wall. So it's the gorillas and Alexandra, Flint, and Donal have gone over.
Yeah.
All right. Corbett looks at you, Flint, and says, "What do you want us to do?"
Just tear things up.
The guard houses.
Guards.
He says, "Salazar, all of them." Salazar just goes,
Does he actually like laugh like a human laugh?
yeah.
That's terrifying, and I love it.
And Salazar like leaps over the wall. He's not even helping you guys up. He just leaps over the wall on his own, and he just starts. You already hear a woman go, "Ah!"
Excellent. So once that's done, and we're like in the back, like I have the map up, and we agreed that probably the room that has the red bed in it is going to be our best bet to try and find Ho Fang. So as you're looking at the map on the right side.
Yeah. So
do we have any suspicions as to where we would find Stanford?
We'll keep looking.
Okay.
Don't really. So you come over by that pond.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And there is something moving in that pond.
I'm going to stay away from that pond because no thank you.
All right. Grenade number 1.
Into the drink.
You're just dropping a grenade into the pond.
Take cover behind a tree.
Okay, yeah, you drop a grenade in the water. And
That's our signal, by the way.
Yes, for the mercs.
Okay.
And yeah, there is about 5 seconds later, there's a kablam, and water like spouts up, goes everywhere, and whatever comes back down into the pool is now boiling.
Yeah, we're taking some extra steps away from that pond.
Yeah.
All right, we are going to go into initiatives now.
Here we go.
So, on a much faster than you, the water is starting to form up. So it's boiling, and now it's like spouting, and it's starting to form up into almost an anthropomorphic shape.
Give it another grenade, fellas.
All right, that was very fast. On
Okay.
110, Corbett is running away from you guys to go kill people. And as he runs away, he looks at Flint and he goes, "Don't forget! Kill me!"
Get Stanford. Get Stanford.
What does he look like?
He's
I described him in the car.
Oh, right.
He's probably
The
the
only
only white man here besides us. Well, these two anyway.
That was an important distinction to make. Yeah, he runs off and he's like, "Salazar, well, where are you? Don't have all the fun." And he's like off and causing havoc. All right, that was 110. 90s. On a 90, one of the guards, the captain of them, is going to take another shot at the car. Wow, they are not good shots. They're now like bam, 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 all over the place, trying to hit the tires of that car. That was 90s, 80s.
80. All right, something is coming out of the water. The water's doing something. All right. Well, Donald's going to go the sawed-off shotgun against.
It is the water. You can't fight water.
Try firing at the space, disperse it, whatever you can do with the shotgun.
All right, make a roll.
Get away.
All right, regular success.
All right. Yeah, you bring the shotgun up and you just go kapow, and the water kind of splashes out and it goes back in the pool and it immediately starts forming up again. That was 80s, 70s.
75. I'm going to call out to Donal. It's like the mosque. Drop the summoner, and go looking. Like I'm going to start going and like pushing doors open and looking for.
So there's
a lot of noise. I don't think we're going to be subtle anymore.
There are doors to the right leading into the main house, and then there are doors kind of on this side that are what you kind of term as like the servants' quarters.
Okay.
Main house.
Yeah, I think we're going into the main house. So I'm going to push my way in there.
All right. I'm going to turn to my map.
Is that the one that's on the right side as you're looking at the map?
Yeah. So if you look at that where the pond is to the right there, those doors there, you will pull open that first door, the very top door, and you're in a pavilion. And this pavilion is like a office kind of thing. It's got like a desk and papers, and there's nobody in it. That was 70s, 60s.
65.
All right, we'll go Joan, then Flint. So there are gunshots from back in the place.
So what I'm going to do is the gate open at all still, or is she?
Oh yes, the gate is not opening closing anytime soon.
Okay, all right. So what I'm going to do is park the car, and I'm going to see if I can get in the car with. All
right, so you park your car, get out,
and
you're going to run up towards Emma's car, which has been driving up a hill.
Yep.
You're going to have to go through a bunch of guys to get there.
I'm going to dodge, turn, parry, spin. Let's see what happens.
All right, we're good. All right, so you park the car and you've made it through the gate. So you are now on the estate grounds. Okay. Everybody's attention seems to be focused on the car that is driving up the hill, not on you. So, Flint.
I'm following Alexandria.
All right, so you two are in that pavilion. There is a door that leads to a hallway, and there is. It's behind the desk. There's like a door there you can see.
All right, I'll get as far as I can.
All right, you guys are both in the pavilion, and you do a quick cursory check of it. On a 60, the other guards will go. The four guys down there. One of the guards says something in Chinese so there's one policeman who's in here, and he's looking around confused. That guard says something to the policeman and just shoots him. And the policeman goes down. The other three will shoot at the car. Much better. Oh man, an 07 Birds of Paradise. There is
back around.
There is a Emma. One of these shots went right through the engine block, and like steam immediately starts pouring out of the car. And it is rolling to a stop.
Okay.
That was 60s, 50s. On a 50, there's some noises back where you think the guards are up in the house. Also on a 50, the first mercenaries start to come over the wall.
Excellent.
40s.
Finally.
Emma's.
So how are these fireworks? Are they like the old school like TNT light and toss, or do I get like a flare gun?
Please give her a
You
flare
have
gun.
whatever you want. I mean,
So, however, I could ignite these fireworks. So, essentially, I'm rolling to a stop. I just put this thing in park, light it, boom, launch it back at the guys behind me.
all right. So yeah, you have a flare gun, and you like lean out the window, and you just let loose. Make me a pistol roll.
Oh, should I inspire this? I mean, I've got
do
yes,
it.
why
Do it.
not? I mean, here's the thing. Emma doesn't care. She's shooting fireworks out of a gun, out of a car. This is the most exciting thing. I still don't make it. It's 47 and 40.
Right, but you scatter. So the three guys who were like shooting at you, you definitely scatter as this flare goes bouncing down. Joan, you dodge.
Yep.
You see Emma fire this flare.
Best day of my life. Best day of my life at this point.
This is a very Emma sort of day.
Oh, that might be our title.
It's a very Emma sort of day.
Or the worst children's book ever made.
That is the children's book with all of the rabbits named Emma.
Yes.
No,
We should
that
never
was
give that book to
that
children.
was, what was her
Oh.
name?
Beatrix Potter.
No, the child's Cthulhu.
What was Michelle's character name?
Begin with an S, right?
Sybil.
Sybil, yeah.
Sybil? Yeah,
Sybil.
Sybill's. We actually
Shout out to Sybil and her baby's first Cthulhu.
Yes.
I found that book in Boston, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. You found a copy at Crowley's. Yes.
I can never hear the name Sybil without thinking of Terry Pratchett's works. Anyway.
So on a
totally
very
different
fast
thing.
number, the water continues to churn up, and it's forming into a almost. It looks like a female form, but it's solid water. That's that. On 110, gorillas do gorilla things. 90s, I think 80s was one of the guards, the guard captain. He's going to Joan, he's going to try and tackle you to the ground.
Okay.
So you should make a brawling roll. This will be a
Fighting brawl, right?
This will be this is
Flex him.
Oh yes.
Fighting.
Fighting brawl. Yes. I got 27. Oh, not quite a hard, but a success.
All right. Yeah, you this guy comes at you, and you don't quite cold cock him like you cold cocked the deep one, but
Right.
he gets nowhere with trying to take you down. He seems very frustrated. 80, Donal.
Yeah. So Donald races for the house with the other two, and while he runs, he pops the shotgun open, lets the smoking cartridges fly out, sticks two more in trained, brings it back, and then runs in the house with the other two.
Perfect. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. 80s, 70s.
75.
Alexandra.
I'm gonna press further in. I see that doorway.
Yeah.
That leads into the little hall. I want to move behind the desk and open that door, kind of pushing it open a little bit, so I'm not immediately stepping through, and get a view of what I'm seeing.
Okay.
And I have the dagger in one hand.
Make me a dodge roll.
Oh boy. That's my favorite sentence. Fantastic. 17 out of 45. That's a hard success.
Very nice. All right. You open the door, and something in your head says, "Get out of the way." And as you open the door, you drop to the ground right as a shotgun blast tears through the door.
Oof.
And you see a very crude trap has been set on this door, where there's essentially on the doorknob, there's a string, and when you pull the door, it pulls the trigger of a shotgun, and blam.
Okay. Seeing that, does it look like it has another the sort of shotgun that has another shot in it?
No.
Okay.
No, this was a one shot, but that slows you down a little.
Sure.
That-
But it didn't hit me, so I'm good with that.
When you hear the click of a shotgun trigger.
Yeah.
60s.
It's like drop and roll, man.
All right, this time we'll go Flint then Joan. 60s.
Yeah. Is there another door? I don't have the map open.
No, that's the only door out of this room.
All right, then I'll run forward and see what's.
All right, yeah, you are in a hallway, and it's a very short hallway. There are doors on your right, left, and forward. I'm ready to dungeon crawl.
Can I get to the door on the right?
Sure. You open the door on the right, and it is a room full of guns.
Oh.
There are, it is an armory. There are plenty of guns here.
You see like all of like the tension. He just drops and he's just like, oh.
It's almost a sexual sound he made there.
Okay, yeah. He stared like.
Yeah, he just opens and sighs. There's
a boy and his gun.
Describe it for me. What do I see?
It is so. There's just a wall full of guns, all of them hung up, and each of them has that weird, like, passive aggressively anal like outline to tell, like tool sheds to tell you which gun goes where. Joan.
Yes.
This guy just tried to tackle you. Teaching the error of his ways.
Yes, I'm gonna try. I have this.
Yeah, all right. Don't bring a crowbar don't bring a gun to a crowbar fight.
No,
Make
no.
the crowbar roll.
Yes. No, I didn't get it.
All right.
Do we want to? We have tons of inspiration.
Do it. I'm gonna try again.
It's all going away if you don't use it.
Yep.
We have not gotten to anything bad yet, though. Just people with guns shooting at us.
No. No.
Is that an Amy or an Emma? It's important now to know.
Oh, I did not fumble. So
but did you roll worse?
I did roll worse.
That's an Amy. Welcome to the Amy
could
board.
Change the YouTube contest.
I'm on the board.
Yeah, that's right.
That's kind of not fair to the people who already did their bets.
Seriously.
You get after the fact.
I think the fact that life is not fair is an important lesson for everyone to learn.
You know what?
That's it. So, all right. So I tried to hit him. Didn't help.
Yep. All right. You take a swing. 50s, the mercenaries have started to fan out. They are very freaked out by Water Lady, and they start, you hear like pap, 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 as they are like shooting pistols into Water Lady. That was 50s. There's some noise down the soldier way. The three guys that got flared will do nothing this round as they try to figure out why they were getting flared. And Emma's.
If I can launch one more and just be like, Joan, let's go.
Sure, you have the last one. You fire another flare.
Yep.
Make me another pistol roll.
Ooh, I don't want to tell you this number.
Yes, you do.
That'd be a 99er.
Could be worse, just by a little bit, but it could be worse.
But equally bad.
So, things are going crazy. Things are hectic. There's an important order of operations that is not done here. Instead of leaning out of the car and then firing, you fire and then lean out of the car. And so the inside of this car, which still has some fireworks in it, is lit up with a phosphorus flare.
This isn't our car. This is their car. So unless they were bringing fireworks back.
Oh, you're right. You're right. This is not the no, this car was full of alcohol.
Oh, good. What was I thinking? I should have been drinking instead of firing stuff. I didn't know this.
So you fire the thing, and it does not break through the back window. So there is just a and you hear a bunch of glass breaking and delicious smells filling the room, filling the car, and then immediately whoosh, the whole back seat of the car is on fire. And then you lean out the window and go, Joan, let's go.
That is alcohol abuse, Emma. I am ashamed of you.
All right. So the good news is Water Lady seems to be dealing with the guys who are annoying her and not following you. The bad news is you hear horrible noises in the courtyard. Nobody's still in the courtyard, so nobody can see what happens, right?
I'm assuming they're not stupid and they're leaving.
The mercenaries?
Yeah, because why would you try and shoot a water lady?
Well, shooting things is sort of their default answer.
Yeah.
Now that it's not working, they are, coming up with a different answer.
Now, we didn't give them any grenades, right?
No, they do not have any grenades. All right. That was super fast. On 110, you distinctly hear Corbett go, "No, that's not him." And
He does good work.
He does. You're gonna have to kill him.
Yeah.
he does good work. You're gonna have to kill him.
Unfortunately, that can't be a title for YouTube reasons.
Yes, that would not do well for us. So that was very fast. On a 90, the captain of the guard is still up there, Mr. Lee. He will. He just almost got crowbarred, so he pulls out a knife and he's gonna try and stab you.
Ooh, okay.
I think a dodge roll is in order here.
Okay, where is that? Okay. I did not make my dodge.
All right, you just got stabbed.
Ow.
Oh!
What do we want to inspire that, or are we good, or what?
What's your dodge is really the question.
That is a good question.
My dodge is 50, so it's very 50-50.
Then it's a
You
50-50.
should dodge this because this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's dodge.
All right.
And you have to roll a 0-1. It's mandatory.
I got an 8.
All right,
Good,
you dodge
good.
out of the way.
That's
Fine.
There was a slice that was headed right for your kidneys, and you just dodge out of the way at the last second. That was 90s, 80s. Donal.
Well, I'm distracted by Flint Thorncastle's room of guns.
Donal, you need to see this.
That sounds like a restaurant.
It does.
Thorncastle's room of guns.
Time is of the essence here, so
I
let's
believe that's an actual business in Florida.
Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Florida.
moving forward to the door in front of us. Yeah, I think he'll just kick this door open. We're on a
One in
schedule.
front of you, you kick open.
One right in front of us.
All right, you kick that door open, and you are in a dark, wet, kind of weird room, and there is a stone floor, and the floor has a weird moisture to it, and there's moss on the walls, and right in front of you is a statue of a horrible, grotesque, bloated female figure. It looks like a pregnant woman drowned and has been standing here for a while. This is clearly some sort of shrine.
Grenade. This is what you've been saving your grenades for.
Blow it all up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you drop you just toss a grenade in and close the door.
I used mine already, so that'll be Flint. You have to do it.
All right, so we'll get to that. That was 80s, 70s.
75.
Alexandra.
And I have a grenade.
All right.
So it's like, Donal, move.
Donal and Alexandra, make me a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
Regular success.
Yes, regular success. 60 out of 60.
Ceiling moving?
Hmm?
Ceiling moving?
Oh, brother. Oh, Lord.
Right. I'm not going to step into the room. I'm going to pop the grenade, toss it, and then grab the door and help him close it.
All right.
And get away from the door.
That is a good step. Yeah. You both back away. Flint is still just it's so beautiful.
I gotta take one of these.
You find a pearl-handled revolver.
Oh, I
Right.
can't even use that very well, but
But it's so American and so pretty.
oh.
Yeah, you can, any gun you want, you can.
Yeah, no, the revolt, no.
All right, you find a pearl handled revolver. It is beautiful. It's a Colt 1912.
Oh.
Got a beautiful pearl handle on it. It has clearly been inlaid with like beautiful work. This is a piece of art. It belongs in a museum. I have
It belongs with me. What?
Belongs in a museum. So, yeah, you will do. And as you pick up that gun, there's a boom and a thud.
And I'm back to reality.
And the shaking doesn't stop. Like the room shakes, and you're like, "Oh, that's probably going to stop." Hey, that hasn't stopped. There's just like this.
I think we woke something up.
Let's move.
What did you guys do?
Dropped a grenade. Couldn't you hear it?
That's not how grenades work. I know how grenades work relatively.
I was right next to a couple when they went off last night. I have very intimate knowledge of these.
And I put my hand against the wall and it's still shaking.
Yeah. I think we woke something up. The ceiling was moving in that room.
Anyhow, back to initiative.
In the hallway where you guys are standing, in the room on your left, which you have not opened, you hear glasses breaking. You hear like crash, crash, crash. All right, that was 70 60s. This time, Joan.
All right.
You guys don't notice any sort of earthquake down where you are.
Oh, all right. I'm just gonna go run toward Emma. I'm just not gonna deal with this guy with the knife, and I'm just gonna run.
Okay, you're gonna run up towards Emma. Okay.
I see the stuff coming out of the car. Has she got out of the car yet? Not yet, but I'm gonna go grab her. I'm gonna go grab her.
She was like, come on. All right. Oh my God. He almost fumbled. I'm gonna use GM inspiration.
That's fine because I
didn't roll Birds of Paradise.
That was your mistake, sir.
The awesome part is that the unfortunate part is that Jay Matthews gave you one and it'll just go back.
Let that be
I thought we were friends, sir.
One keeper to another. Grateful bloated lady salutes you. That's not. I've been called worse. So the guy, as you run by him, he takes a slight. Even with inspiration, Birds of Paradise, he takes a slice at you with the knife and misses.
I mean, you've been around a lot.
Up at the car with Emma Flint.
You've been around a lot of people who are using knives.
Okay, I'm back. What the hell's going on?
It's a great question.
We woke something up in that back room, so you can either chuck a grenade in there or we keep moving.
I gave my grenade to Donal. I'll open the door where the glass is breaking on the other side. I don't know what else to.
All right.
Oh no.
That's not the door. That's not the door with the temple.
No, it's not. No.
Okay.
So, man, I almost want to pull out the DMG and pull out the potion misuse chart. So
shit.
You open a door, and this door is just, that other door was a room full of guns. Mm-hmm. This is a room full of ceramic bottles. And they are just crashing. And there's weird green bilious smoke just kind of coming out of everywhere.
Close that door.
Quickly, please.
Let's leave.
Yeah.
And I start backing away from the room that has the horrible rumbling.
All right, yeah, you are now back in that office, in the pavilion. You think you might hear you hear awful noises outside.
I hear you know what? There's awful noises everywhere. Like this is just the ambience of.
So
I hear awful noises everywhere.
That's not bad. I was gonna.
Well, no, seriously, I'm hearing the rumbling of something horrible being awoken. Stupid people who are fighting against a water monster that they can't possibly kill, and then gunshots in the distance of.
And crashing cylinders. So yeah, you got everything.
All right, that was 60s. On a 50, mercenaries. All right, the mercenaries they have made some good decisions. They will There we go. The three guys down at the base are very concerned about the burning car, and so they're trying to. They're going to run up to the car and try and put out the fire. Not very well.
Burn, burn, burn.
And I'm gonna start a timer on that car. All right. That was 50s Emma's.
So before I go, Urban Mask has given us 500 bits, of which I'm taking for myself. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Herbs.
He also
taking the car out of park and just let it roll back down towards them. Just out of
Oh,
what?
That is a
Curious.
genius idea. The question is, can I do that and get out of the car? That's all on fire.
possibly.
maybe.
Here's the thing. I would rather get out of the car, grab Joan, and pull Joan with me as we continue up the hill.
All right.
I'd rather get more distance from the car than.
So I'm
fool
going to
with-
make you an offer. You
Mhm.
can do that, no problem, and the car will stay where it is. Or you could try the whole, I'm going to let go of the brake, pop the brake and roll out of the car. And you won't get as far up the hill, but the car will be rolling down the hill, but you're going to need to make a roll.
What kind of roll?
I'm going to call it I'm going to let you offer me a roll.
Oh, God. All of these things, I mean, if it's a dumb idea,
Except Latin.
I was about to say, if it's a dumb ideas roll, I got that one nailed.
Dex.
Dex would
Good.
be-
I'd accept a drive roll.
That's worse.
Good.
My dex is 40, my drive is 20. I'm not built for the heroics piece of this.
What's the bad idea skill? I'm just curious.
I'm not built for the heroics piece of this. That might be our episode title.
Yes.
I'm built to enhance my 20 intelligence, people. That's my ilk right there. So no, I would rather get more ground.
All right, yeah, no problem. So the
And
car
yeah.
stays where it is. You
Inspiration.
guys are up the hill. You can see the house. You've come
Okay.
up the hill. You can see the house in front of you. Did I think you just saw a white gorilla throw a maid out of a window?
It's Tuesday. What else?
It is Tuesday now.
Yeah, thank you for keeping track of that.
No
I'm-
problem.
Super impressed.
All right. That was Emma. So we're back to the top of the lineup. You on before any of you can act, you don't hear anything. It's weirdly quiet outside now. And then on 100, guerrilla mayhem continues. 90 was the captain of the guard. He'll see you running up there. He's actually gonna go get his gun since he was using his knife, so he will get his gun this round. And 80s, Donal.
He wants to stay with the rest of the group, but we all want to move out of this.
Yeah, so you are now in that office area. You guys will all get into that office area. Do you want to go out in the courtyard?
Do we have a choice? Is the question.
There aren't any other doors, right?
mean,
So if we want to go
There are
further into
ways
the
through
house-
walls with explosives.
I think we've got to make a run for it. So that's what it looks like. Because our explosives, yeah.
So we're going to turn all, you know what? For the minute, all three of you are going to be the same initiative. We'll just go with Donald's. So you're just going to try and run into the courtyard and go through the next door?
I think
What do the walls look like? Do they look like they're pretty solid, or could we get through them pretty easily?
So what I would be doing is I would be keeping my rifle trained on the door of the shrine and backing away, but I'd probably be going a little slower.
Sure. The walls are wood.
Okay. Yeah, I think we duck out into the courtyard, keep as close to the building as possible, and go into the next door.
we'll move fast. It's distracted by the others.
Hopefully.
We'll be quick.
All right, you get to the next door, you pull it open, and there is a little girl. She's maybe 12. She's wearing this room. This is a big room. It's kind of, it was once nice, but it's kind of torn up. And Salazar is sitting with this little girl, and there's some sort of tea party going on.
It's Salazar.
Salazar is the second ape. He's the crazy ape.
I'm okay with this.
We're gonna do the giveaway for the second Harlem Unbound book. So if you haven't entered, #chaos right now to enter for a PDF of the Harlem Unbound book, thanks to J. Matthews 85. So much better than J. Matthews 79.
Well,
Oh, apparently you have to enter
Controversial
again.
statement.
Sorry. Wow,
Do
I'm
you-
getting these rules as we go. So yeah, if
Okay.
you, everybody needs to put in #chaos. It would be funny if Jay Matthews put it in there. That would be...
right, but so the giant ape is having tea with a 12-year-old girl on the side
Yes.
of the... Okay.
And there's a further problem.
What else is going on?
In the courtyard, you see 4 mercenaries who are dead, and there's water in their mouths, and there's like water streaming out of their noses, and the pond is completely flat and still.
That doesn't sound like a terrible problem.
All right, there you go. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Dead mercenaries is fine.
I was expecting them to be possessed by the water and lumbering towards us, and they're all
That is-
bloated and
Oh, that's a
Literally-
much better idea.
Yeah,
Wow, bloated. That would have been. Oh man, you should. This thing.
That is literally what I am expecting to happen.
Mhm.
Honestly.
So you are you open this door, and the little girl turns around to you and goes, shh, and Salazar goes, shh.
I back away. Are we backing away?
I want to look around the room quickly and see if it looks like there's anyone else in here. Because if it's just Salazar and the little girl, I mean, my Cthulhu brain is screaming, "Oh God, no!" But
Make me a spot hidden roll.
Yeah, let's look what's the situation here.
yeah,
It's easier to look for blood than a body.
Oh,
I mean, you're not wrong. 29.
yes.
So that's a success.
Funny you say that, because you find blood. There is there's blood all over this little girl's hands, and in the corner is the broken body of somebody, a Chinese person, very fresh, and there's a bite taken out of it. And the girl, now that you see it, has blood all around her mouth. And she and Salazar are just sipping tea.
Is Corbin anywhere nearby?
No, Corbett is up at the front.
There's no one else in this room.
That's it.
I'm backing away, and I suggest you both do the same.
Yeah, we don't need this. Let's leave.
Yeah, that's the episode title.
We don't need this.
It's-
I mean, how many problems are there in one goddamn compound?
We're in
Right.
a cultist compound.
We've been in cultist compounds before.
No, we
This is-
haven't.
This one's got supercharged.
Fair. Yeah, no, I'll back out with them and just be like,
All right, you close the door on disturbing little girl. You once again feel the rocking as that rumbling continues.
all
Should
right.
we deal with that?
No.
How do you recommend?
No, I if you say no, I agree. I was just curious if you knew something I didn't. I'm fresh to this.
Emma, Joan, you come running up to the front of the building, and when you come up, Corbett opens the door for you. Hello,
Thank you, sir.
ladies.
Thank you. That was awfully kind of you.
Oh, of course. I'm always happy to take a quick moment out of trying to get killed to Hope, too lovely. One of you wouldn't mind killing me, would you?
Actually, I suspect that we have bigger fish that could kill you. First of all, where is everybody? And have you seen the gentleman named Stanford?
You know, I got separated from everyone else. Do you know where Salazar is? I haven't seen him.
No, we just
haven't seen him. Haven't seen
down
him.
the hill.
Well, I got separated from Salazar, and I've just been up here. The mustachioed gentleman asked me
Yes.
to start ripping arms off. So, and he holds up a human arm.
Mm-hmm. It's not one of the mercenaries, is it? It's somebody else?
No, it does not seem to be one of the mercenaries.
Okay.
I've mostly found maids and butlers up here.
Hmm.
I
Not
heard
really.
some gunshots back there.
Yeah, they're trying to, keep us from coming in and shooting up the car but we made it up here. You haven't seen the rest of them either. You haven't seen the mustachio gentleman and the rest of our friends.
No, but I did hear some very promising screams from the back of the house.
Ooh, then we should go. And I
Yes.
think you should lead the way because that increases your chances of getting shot first.
Well, that's the smartest thing I've heard all morning. Yes, of course.
You will be my cover. Lead on, sir.
So-
lead towards the gunfire.
So you guys bust through to like an open area. The pond is up on your left. At one point, a door on your left opens, and a guy pokes his head out, and Corbett just grabs his head and just smashes it down into the ground. Looks at you, says, "I couldn't reach his arm," and like keeps going.
Okay. Then.
And as you get out to this open area with this lovely pond and a bunch of dead mercenaries, right as Alexandra, Flint, and Donal are like closing, very gingerly closing a door and backing out.
Guys.
Hi.
Guys.
Have any of you seen Salazar?
He's having a tea party.
With a very scary little girl who looks like she's taken bites out of full-grown men with lots and lots of blood.
We need to keep moving. We can't.
She's mildly terrifying and not the person that we're here for.
If you're looking for your death, though, and I lean and point down the doorway to where the rumbling was coming from, that's the way. Straight down through the hallway into the horrible rumbling temple.
Follow the
There's
rumbling.
a person there that will kill me.
Something.
Yes.
Look, something won't kill me. I've got to be killed by a person. It's how the curse works.
Well, go find out and let us know.
I think your odds are very good if you go that way.
Well, I've got nothing else to do, so he heads towards that temple.
All right.
You move down to the next door to open,
Yeah.
and just as you're about to open it, a pillar of something bursts through the roof about where you expect, about where that temple was, and a column of black smoke shoots up into the sky as far as you can see. And as it reaches up to the top of the sky, it starts to spread out in this circle above this area. And like lightning starts to flash in that smoke. And you hear, Corbett falls right down in front of you, his broken gorilla body. And he goes, "Oh, damn it, it wasn't a person." And he stands up.
I'm so sorry.
And I think that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
It was just like the comedic image of a gorilla falling out of the sky.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a person.
From thousands of feet in the air.
Oh my God.
Better him than us.
So who ended up winning?
Thomas, do you want me to roll it or do you want to roll it? I'm literally watching Thomas go running from computer to computer. You roll it, Thomas.
Let's see who wins the Harlem Unbound. Thanks again.
Is it Nightbot or is it the crashed Nightbot?
Wow, I know which one I'm voting for.
Lonely Daddy again.
All right.
Woo.
Nice. So our quotes from tonight are, we've got to have a conversation about explosives. I might need some pants. Mine exploded both ways. I have only marginal sympathy. What's safer than a hotel on fire? This is a fine choice. Oh, this is a stupid idea. If we have the finger, that's good. It's his finger, he should decide. The horrible things I've been putting out of my mind. I don't need another finger in my pocket. This great plan, car accident, then grenades, then full assault. And then the rejoinder, just grenades anytime. You can't fight water. A very Emma sort of day. He does good work. You're going to have to kill him. I hear awful noises everywhere. I think my personal choice, I'm not built for the heroics part of this.
I think that's a great one.
And we don't need this was the last one. So YouTube, tell us what your choice is for the title. You're going to be entered in to win some of those lovely coasters, the Great Dane Society coasters that the Baroness, my favorite Twitch user, gave us. So YouTube, in the chat, tell us what you think the episode title is, and we will enter you. And also YouTube, don't forget, you've got one more week to do who you think has the most Amy's among the group. I told the group who it was today. They were surprised. That's going to do it. So again, we've got a full week of Quests and Chaos nuttiness here for you. Monday, it's Carbon 2185. They're going to be doing an 80s movie. I think it's Herbie Goes Bananas. Really excited about that. Or wait, I guess in this case, Herbie's a forklift. That's in it.
Yes.
So Carbon 2185, Monday, doing an 80s movie. Tuesday, the Chaos Agents, they're doing only Merchant Ivory stuff these days. And then we're back here on Saturday. So, and also Sunday, don't forget, we're going to be hosting the Rivals of Waterdeep musical episode, 10 a.m. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes, for being part of the community. Check out our Discord if you're not a part of it. There's all sorts of wackiness going on there. And Nick's back.
Oh, welcome back.
And I think we will see you next week. Goodbye, internet friends.
See you on Discord.